Charles Strail, Jack Cordy, Christian Swinsicki here hanging out on the watch party. Blue Devils making the trip over to Kingsley where they head into a big-time matchup versus the Kingsley Stags. Jack, welcome in.
Yes, Charles, thank you for having me. This is my first watch party, so I am very excited, as well as my first call with Christian, so I'm double excited.
Heck yeah, man. First call, first time working together. Hey, and this is first time doing a watch party. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you have a degree from Central Michigan
Yeah.
in broadcasting. I mean, they just don't hand those out, so I'm excited to work with someone that definitely knows what they're doing. Because
Hey,
I don't have a degree. I remember when I worked with Patrick O'Connor, he had a broadcasting degree, and it was very obvious. So I'm excited to see how a professional does it.
That's right. We'll be right here all night on the Next Level Broadcasting Plus Watch Party. Pregame show sponsored by Cherry Capital Fly TVC Airport. We're going to step aside and be right back with our opening kickoff after this.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back. We're ready to get this one underway. Jack Cordy, take it away.
All right, I will take it away. Here we go. You ready, Christian?
I'm about as ready as I can be, honestly.
I'm ready for some Thursday night football. It's a lot different broadcasting the game from the TV screen, but still very exciting. Very excited to watch Caleb Ungst play. He had an excellent game last week against Traverse City West. Really led that offense for Gaylord. Excited to see what he's got again.
Hey, I was told that this is going to be a close game. I'm excited. I mean, I had a close game last week. When you get those close games, they add to having so much more impact on the way games are called and everything else.
Oh, yeah, and you just get tied right into it.
You do. The actual investment that goes along with it, it's phenomenal.
Here we go. Kick is underway. Looks like Gaylord's going to be starting with the ball at the 40-yard line.
Offense already out in the field.
Ready to go. Still haven't started school yet, so they just been doing those summer practices still with no school. Always weird. Always weird practicing football with no school.
I always found it weird because at my high school, we started our games 3 weeks prior to the start of the school season.
Oh, I can't even see the numbers. All right, I'm going to guess that's Ungst under center with Hush behind him and Benzinger in the backfield.
Yeah, we got the I formation with the man out top.
It's going to go Benzinger.
With the
Nice
gain of about
handoff.
4.
Right up the middle there, 4-yard gain on first down. Got to take that every single time.
When you get those gains of 4 or those 4 yards on first down, I'll always take those. You're looking at 2nd and 6 right off the rip. I'm fine with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't complain about that too much. If you're the Gaylord offensive line, you want to set that dominance early as the Blue Devils send one receiver into the boundary.
And that's Pretzlav wide left. They
Yep.
like to go to him when he's in the one-on-one. He's so dangerous. Tough guy to bring down. They go to a sweep.
That looked like they were trying to get it around to Benzinger there on the jet sweep. Stop for no gain.
Or we're going to be guessing on these. Oh, we can see the numbers right there clearly. Okay, this is good.
Once the sun goes down,
Yeah.
lights come on, we'll get a little bit more definition of the numbers.
That's right. Man, I wish it was Johnny or Perry on the camera. I love those guys, razzing them as they do the call.
Whoa.
All right, here we go. They go to the spread here.
Yep, looking at the shotgun. 2 up top.
Kingsley looks like they might be in man-to-man coverage. Linebacker walks up.
The running back.
They're going to go to a quick screen. Oh, and if he would have caught that, maybe he would have been able to make something happen, but it just falls incomplete.
If he looked like he had room out of the boundaries, running up the sideline, easy enough for the first down, but you got to make that catch.
Yeah, and it's just such a snap play. Quarterbacks, quick snap, quick catch, quick throw. Looked like, it's so hard not to run before you catch that ball. Luckily, it was a forward pass, though. How many times do you see that in the high school level where it's a backward pass, or it's a pick six, or Those screens get a little out of control.
Well,
But
even with those bubble screens, right? When you're a running back and you're taught to run those bubble screens, you're actually, supposed to bubble out away from the line, almost blocked.
I think it was blocked. Let's see. Kingsley picks it up.
Returned.
They got an opportunity.
Yep, that is a touchdown.
It is a touchdown for Kingsley. They strike right away, and their offense doesn't need to hit the field. A blocked punt. Connor Byram, who had a lot of success last week in making field goals, PATs, and punting, it's blocked right there. I mean, it looked like he might have been able to get it off, but there was the ball just sitting all by itself. Kingsley, the first team to pick it up, run it to the house.
So if you're Gaylord now, at this point, you can't really dwell on your opening actions now.
Nope. I don't know when the last time did Gaylord play Kingsley last year, Charles? Yes, they did. Gaylord won by 2 points last year against Kingsley. Okay, so Kingsley's looking to bounce back.
Ooh.
Gaylord can't get a block of their own. That one looks right down the middle, and it is. That's going to be good. Kingsley already up 7-0.
Opening 2 minutes of the game.
Yep. Excellent job, Kingsley. That's going to give us a second to step aside and thank a couple sponsors. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, back live, folks. Gaylord will receive again. Benzinger back to return for Gaylord. Gaylord looking to make something happen after giving up 7 right away.
Squib kick down
Picked
the
up,
right
I think
side.
that's Pretzlav. Making some room. Nice job. That is Pretzlav breaking up the middle. Nice run on a return right there. Going to start him at the 45-yard line. Going to be first down for Gaylord. Had a good offensive drive last time. Just incomplete pass. I mean, kind of killed their drive right there, but
with your execution, it's got to be perfect, right? You got to make them catches. You got to be able, they had the blocking downfield. You just have to make your plays. That's where you got to trust your playmakers to make them.
Yeah, and let's see what they come out with here.
Back to the I formation that we saw that started off the last drive.
See where Unks decides to go with on this play.
Man in motion.
Sends it back in motion up the middle. Nice hole right there. That's going to be about a 4-yard, maybe a 5-yard gain for Gaylord. The hole was right there. He hit it. Nice gain.
Just like last drive, you start off with the 4-yard run. You can't ever be mad with the 4-yard run on your opening drive or on your opening play.
I feel like every single broadcast, I say that at least once or twice. It's so hard not to say.
It becomes cliche almost.
Yeah.
After a while,
Yeah.
Right?
If you're Gaylord right now, you're really looking to score a touchdown.
They
It's like, of course.
They actually looks like they only gave him 3 yards on that opening run. Too.
Okay.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Going to be second and 7.
Back in the eye. Hand off to the right side. Up the middle, dancing
Got
around.
some room.
There
Making
we go,
defenders
gotta
miss.
run.
Breaks up the middle. Benzinger, can he outrun everyone? Can he outrun everyone? It's a
Yes.
foot race. The most exciting touchdown run, and he's in. Are there any flags in the field? I don't see any. Oh, it might be.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I see the
waving him
referee.
back.
He's coming back. Man, showing the speed
Oh.
right there, making guys miss.
He did some dancing. He went up the right side, back across the left, across the formation, and then able to run the distance back up.
I thought he was doing too much. I thought someone was going to come from behind, but showing the acceleration. Unfortunately, it's going to get called back. Gaylord had another big run last week for a touchdown that got called back as well. and for the running for Benzinger, just so exciting getting that touchdown and so deflating turning around and seeing it's got to be called back.
It's one of the more deflating things that when you're a part of an offense, when you have your absolute play that goes the home run, goes the distance, and it ends up coming back and leads you to nothing.
Yep. Well, let's see. Gaylord going to get a restart here from the 35.
Did you happen to hear what the call was? Hold? Yep. That's crushing.
Pretzlav alone to our side.
Spread back out.
Kingsley in there immediately. Unks nowhere to go. Big sack.
Tried scrambling to the right to get away from the rush. They brought the blitz off of the bottom part of the screen, and blitz got around the tackles, able to get to the quarterback.
That defensive end was in there right away.
I saw the running back that ended up flaring out. He had ended up coming back, attempted to get a block, and it wasn't happening. He wasn't able to get there in time.
Yeah, and Unks tried to scramble, but nice job surrounding him by the Kingsley defense. What is the Kingsley mascot? The Stags. Like a horse?
This is a
like
full,
okay.
Full set.
The Stags. Handoff to Gaylord up the middle. That is Hush. Stays on his feet. Oh, brought down right away.
He was giving so much effort, but there was too many bodies on the ground in front of him.
Yeah.
The bodies that he already stiff-armed.
And that was Riley Hush, 34, and then George Hush, number 7. Both twin brothers, both seniors.
They're hushing. That was the offense. Oh, they're getting hushed right now.
Yeah, they are getting hushed. It's all right though. I mean, Gaylord, they were down for a lot of that game against Traverse City West last week. They just kept grinding and grinding. I mean, that was a tough game. I think getting a win in that kind of game just shows how hard Gaylord can play. As we get another punt here.
No,
another block?
It was close.
They're going to call no block, but a flag running into the kicker. Gaylord's going to get another opportunity here.
It's going to be an automatic first down.
But if you touch the kick, can you then hit the punter if you're blocking it?
In the pros, I know that you can, as long as you touch the ball, you are the kicker is live game.
Okay,
at
okay.
that point. However, they ran straight into him. There was no stop.
What other game are we watching here, Charles?
Keeping an eye on the Charlevoix-Oscoda game.
Charlevoix-Oscoda playing as well on Next Level Broadcasting Plus. Do we have a text-in line?
We do have a text-in line. Our text-in line
Our
is
text-in line is 231-350-6738. Does that go directly to you, Charles? It does. If you have a message for Charles Strail, let him know. Let us know where you're watching this game from. If there's someone at the game right now.
Gaylord back in shotgun.
Give us any special updates. Yes, back to the game here. Ungst has it.
Option.
Little read right there. Decides to keep. I like that.
Yeah, that's good. Open up the offense. Open up your run game a little bit.
And
what I was about to say before this drive started, and actually, I was actually going to say after the last drive, is that you want success on offense. You can't just keep running out of the same formation. However, I'm often proven wrong when you see them high schools that run the wing T formation.
Same thing over and over and over again. Yep.
They're just gonna out execute you.
Well, that read right there, we did not see that at all last week against West. As far as I don't remember seeing one.
I'm a fan of running the read option. Sprinkle in some pizzazz.
Let's go. We're gonna get a timeout on the field. No pizzazz. We're gonna hold it off. Maybe we'll get some pizzazz coming out of the timeout. Charles Strail, what do you got for us?
We're gonna thank some of our sponsors. We're gonna thank our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Listen, did the refs not see that, or was it just your eyes playing a trick on you, or both? But the refs are never wrong, so it's time to come in for a free consultation at the Gaylord Eye Center with 4 locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, Bel Air. Get back in the game with Gaylord Eye Care. Jimmy John's. Listen, away games call for freaky fast meals on the road, like if you were traveling over to Kingsley tonight. And that's where Gaylord Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel into dinner time with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches and their brand new location in Gaylord right across from Hobby Lobby. Jimmy John's freaky fast and freaky strong. So strong a tornado couldn't keep them away from Gaylord. Also, our friends at Gaylord Seal Coating. Listen, if you've grown up in Michigan or in Gaylord, you've grown up with cracked roads, parking lot pavement that you can't trust, and potholes the size of these Blue Devil offensive linemen. If your driveway, parking lot, or other surface needs an overhaul, check out the pros at Gaylord Seal Coating. That's Gaylord Seal Coating, and they've got you covered. Back to you, Jack, for this snap right across midfield.
Thank you, Charles. Right back to it. Gaylord across midfield.
Back in the
Do they have a
shotgun.
first down here? I don't know, but either way, it's going to Pretzlav. You know that play's coming. Puts the juke move, puts the stiff arm, makes one defender miss.
Down at
Camera a little off. I'm wondering what's going on.
Oh, I was at the
Either way, it's a big gain for Gaylord.
at the angle he was running. I was about to say he looked like he was out at about the 20, but we're gonna see where they spot the ball here.
And
that was close.
I love that offense with Pretzlav because he's such an athlete. You have to guard him. I mean, what are you going to double cover him on the end?
simple,
You really can't.
simple hitch route. Love them hitch routes.
Yep.
You play flag football, they're nothing but easy routes.
Kingsley stays man on man.
In this full formation again.
Unks goes to Benzinger. Benzinger with some room. Oh, we got a pancake in the middle. Nice job. 54. That's actually 55. Correction. That's right. Mason Davis getting the pancake.
Looking at second down here. Yeah. PA got me.
And Gaylord will take one of their kind of I guess what do you call them, utility players, because they play so many different positions. We'll have to have Hush or Pretzlav. Usually Benzinger doesn't come out of the game, but they're always subbing in and out for each other to get the play call from the coach.
We in my high school we called them your H backs. They just do
H backs, okay.
H backs. I don't.
So we got
We call them a different bunch of different.
Colin
names.
Peel in the game to the left with Vanderveer as well. Vanderveer in motion. It is to Vanderveer. Oh, and Kingsley was in there right away trying to get the edge. He's still on his feet. Oh, he lowers his shoulder. And that's going on the highlight reel,
Here
ladies
we
and
go.
gentlemen, laying the boom.
It's not a game until both teams score.
Just I like that. I like that. Wow. Vanderveer.
Absolute truck,
Oh,
by
my
the way, down the
goodness. Yes.
sidelines.
I could not believe he got that edge, showing the speed and showing the strength.
The good news is on that jet sweep, he had the speed already getting the ball, perfectly timed. The toss back to him. When it's seamless like that, all you have to do is just explode around the corner, and he lowered his shoulder and got it.
And Byram, let's see if he can keep the 100% going.
Good.
It is good. He ties up this game. First quarter, 5 minutes left. Score is tied 7-7. Kingsley will have the ball after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Well, we're right back to it, folks. Thank you, Orion Beningo. Have he added Chewy to his ad yet? Have you reached out to Orion? You don't know Christian Orion, as I talk about it every broadcast. I feel like such a fanboy, but Chewy, his dog, is great.
Oh, what kind of dog is he?
He looks like I don't know if he's a little mini, like Chewbacca from Star Wars, but like 1 foot long, and
Like a terrier?
that's like 5 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Terrier, yep.
Were you a big dog guy or are you a little dog?
I like them all.
Like all the dogs?
Like
Me
them
too.
all, yep.
I do too. We got labs at my house. Give a shout out to Bella and Ruby.
Bella and Ruby
I think Bella
barking at home.
I think Bella, by the way, not to get sidetracked too far, but Bella, I think, is that's a pretty common name for dogs.
It's a good one. That's probably why it's so common. Kick is away.
Fielded at the
Can't
5.
tell who that is, but let's see the coverage here for Gaylord. Able to break one. Oh,
Break
there's
one.
Hush.
Gonna be what I'm gonna say is marked down to the 29.
That's what it looks like. This is the first time we're going to see this Kingsley offense. Getting your offense out there, already having 7 points up on the board, couldn't be in a better spot.
Well, the defense gave up those points. You can look back. Now it's your turn to execute. Actually, we get to see the Gaylord defense now also. See what kind of plans we have here.
And Gaylord's defense is very, very good. I mean, they've got Benzinger out there, Unks at the top. At the linebacker core, you've got Sitz, Hush, the other Hush, Pretzlav, of course. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go for Gaylord. They were in there very quickly.
The wing formation.
That was 33 for Gaylord. Sitz, the senior. They've got just a lot of good seniors.
Ball spotted on the 30-yard line.
And they've been playing, and Coach Schmoniak has been there for now 4 years, Charles. So he's got some boys that have been playing under him since they were freshmen, so they've been able to get the whole program. Toss quickly. More success this time.
You got a gain of 5 after that. Now you're looking at third down. It looks like 3rd and 5. They had no gain on that first play. Then they did spot him at the 30, so 3rd and 5. What are you doing here, Jack?
3rd and 5.
Your predictions here.
I think they run it again on a reverse. I don't know. I don't know what their offense is going to be.
That's the one thing I was going to say about these offenses that run this wing formation as they hand off to the left side.
Right up the middle to the fullback. Oh, he's being driven backwards. Nice job by that Gaylord front.
These teams that run the wing offense, they do that, as a way to surmise the passing game that they might not have.
Or, do they do the classic run it, and then on a 2nd and 7, they send a kid deep and he's wide open?
Well,
how you see that happen over and over?
This is 4th down right here, and they're punting it. Yeah,
it is 4th down. Yep.
I couldn't see the guy way back there. There's one of the things that's
Benzinger back for Gaylord, I'm assuming.
Oh,
not again. Now, Christian, last week, wow. So last week, Gaylord fumbled their 1st and 3rd punts. The first one, luckily, they were able to fall on it. The second one that they dropped, it was a turnover to West. West ended up scoring. That has got to be one of the hardest positions out there. When that ball, I remember because I was that guy, when the ball is up I can remember one time, thought it was going to land right in my pocket, 5 feet behind me, right over my head. Luckily, it didn't hit me, but.
You weren't an outfielder in baseball, were you?
I was an outfielder.
Oh,
I actually was good at. I never dropped any. Just that one I remember. You think you got it until it's right over your head, but it takes some getting used to.
It really does, especially depending on the wind and how the punter actually is.
Yep. And you're standing there. Do I fair catch it? Do I catch it? If I don't fair catch it, this guy's gonna lay me out. Do I just get out of the way? It's a tough spot. Here we go. Unks under center. It is going to be a toss. He's got some room. That's Hush putting the moves on the sideline. Goes right out on the Kingsley sideline. Good play. And that's Gage Smith and Mason Davis getting out there. They were 10 yards up the field. That's how you pull.
Showing the drive on the defense. Having your motor. That's what is going to stick out the most to your teammates, especially when you're not giving up on plays. That inspires others. It really does. At least it did when I played. Yeah.
No, when you see a guy playing tough, you want to play just as hard as him. Absolutely. Byram out there at the tight end spot. Is Gaylord wearing pink? Am I looking at that right? Both teams, are they rocking pink, or is that just the sun? I can't tell. Either way, it's Benzinger on the outside. Oh, he's lowering that shoulder.
Lower the shoulder.
Benzinger does not run out of bounds.
Walter Payton used to not run out of bounds as well.
He just didn't.
You had to drag Walter Payton down back in the day.
Now, I never watched Walter Payton, but I've definitely used him in the Maddens and in the video game world. And, he does not go to the ground easily.
No. Those old running backs were much different. Much different.
Yep. There's just so many good running backs now in the NFL.
None of which I consider drafting the top 5 this year.
Oh, you got a fan? Of course he does. It's a reverse.
It was a fake pitch.
He's still on his feet.
Forward progress, I think, is going to give them
Yep.
about 3
I
or 4
can't
yards.
tell who had that carry right there. I think it was Hush. Yep. Third down here for Gaylord. 3rd and 3. I think this is. I think Gaylord can. They can run it right here. I mean, it's short enough that you can go for it. You're right at the midfield.
3rd and 3. I'm thinking it's 3rd and 2. We're looking closer in my eyes.
Pretzlav.
Back in your full formation. This is an absolute.
He's by himself. Man to man. Kingsley sending everyone
Quick
right up the
handoff.
middle to Hush. I think he's got it. He does got it.
Yep.
Referee indicating it is a first down, Gaylord.
Riley Hush on the first down. You're liking that.
Quick handoff right up the middle.
Ooh, they're actually looking like they're going to measure it.
No.
Nope, they gave it to him. I saw the chains move.
I've only seen like twice in high school football that they've measured it.
Wonder why they don't do that.
I don't know, because one of the guys in the chain gang, was on his phone or something.
Probably had hip surgery.
I moved it over a little bit, right?
Yeah, had hip surgery. Doesn't want to go them 40 yards out.
Yep.
I got you.
All right, here we go. Unks to Benzinger alone in the backfield. Unks going to pass.
Quick.
And they
He
were
gets
all
sacked.
over Pretzlav right there. Excellent coverage by the Kingsley defense.
They blew up the play. That was a coverage sack. He wanted to quickly throw it, but he didn't trust the coverage.
Yep, and I couldn't tell if he was wanted. I mean, if it was good coverage or if he was trying to do the hitch and go. I couldn't tell right there. Unks just didn't like it right away though. Play coming in.
Well, they're taught that if you don't like it, don't throw it. Don't
Yeah.
try and rifle it in there.
Yep.
But me, I'm rifling in there. I got that gunslinger.
Oh, were you a quarterback?
No.
Me either.
That's a running back.
If I'm rifling it in there, it's going for 6 the other way.
Yeah. It's going to go for 6.
Yep.
Somehow. We got a pitch.
All right, toss. Nice cut up the middle. That's Vanderveer. I can't tell. My
couldn't
mistake,
tell.
folks. That was Benzinger.
That was a good.
That was
I like
Benzinger,
that.
yep.
I liked that gain. That's going to give you, I think that looked like a 10-yard gain. Unfortunately, because of the sack, you're still behind in the yardage. But it's 3rd and very manageable with a good 3rd and 3. Let's see if they have another 3rd down conversion in them.
Wow, imagine being on that Gaylord side with that sun. It's just right in your grill.
That's probably why they put him over there, honestly. It's always a strategy, right?
With those white jerseys, yeah.
Let's see
Look at that referee hat. It looks golden.
It's going to be the end of the first right there.
That is going to be the end of the first, folks. And with that, we are going to step aside and thank a couple sponsors. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
This game has been brought to you by Professional Seamless Gutters, Gaylord Seal Coating, Jimmy John's, Traverse City, Cherry Capital Airport, and the Gaylord Eye Care Center. We hope you have enjoyed tonight's game.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Right back to it, folks. End of the first quarter. Kingsley breaks the huddle. Gaylord breaks the huddle. Their coaches have talked to them. They are ready for this
I think that was a
second quarter.
I think here you're going to stick with the game plan if you're Gaylord. Although they had a couple of miscues on offense in that first drive, They've been moving the ball. It hasn't been explosive plays, but they're moving the ball nonetheless.
Yep. You're right. They've had some success. And they want to pass again.
Our camera.
Can't tell what's going on. Unks decides to run.
Our cameraman
runs
shot
straight out of bounds.
Straight into the end zone.
We have 32 people watching. 32 fans.
Want to give a big thanks to everyone watching at home.
Big thanks to my mom and dad and my beautiful girlfriend, Alicia. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I always shout out my mom. It's hard not to.
I sent out all of the links to my family, and I wonder if they ended up finding this one. If they did, and I'm just going to give a general shout-out to everyone. Shout-out to all of my family and friends watching at home. Shout-out to just everyone in general at home that are spending their time with us.
Are you from the Charlevoix area?
No, I am from the Bay City, Saginaw area.
Okay.
Little town out there called Auburn. That's where I'm from.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, you find yourself up in northern Michigan for an exciting Thursday night and a quick timeout.
They didn't like what they liked.
By Kingsley.
Yeah.
Vanderveer wide to the right. I think it's because, last time Vanderveer was on the field, Gaylord scored a touchdown. So you got to watch out for him when he's on the field. This timeout is going to give us an opportunity to thank a couple sponsors here. J&J Construction. Many times we don't know where to go when beginning the process of building or remodeling our home. But that's where J&J Construction comes in. They help you in every step of the way, get you into your dream home. Trusted by everyone and respected by all, J&J Construction. As we see Charlevoix up 16-0, moving very quickly on Oscoda.
We were just setting up for this game, and we were hearing that this...
that's a touchdown.
Ooh, spoke too soon.
Oh. Wow, is Charlevoix just going to run it up in this one?
Charlevoix, they, for everyone watching at home, not understanding what happened with Charlevoix, they just had a pretty good run right in the middle for a gain of 20.
Yeah, sorry.
Back to Gaylord, out of shotgun, but they do a quick punt.
Let's see. Kingsley. Nice job. Way to corral. That's all you got to do as the return man. That's all you got to do. Just catch that ball.
I do want to point out the reason they went to that punt was because they have already had a blocked punt. Gaylord has. They've already had one of theirs blocked. And the second punt attempt was nearly blocked. So that is the reason why they went to shotgun with a man on each side.
That's a great point, Christian. Yep. Wow. And I want to point out Connor Byram plays offense, defense, and punts and kicks. So I was wondering because his dad is he's a soccer coach, huge soccer guy. I was wondering forget it, doesn't matter. Let's get right back to it. Handoff up the middle, big gain, Hush able to bring him down. Sitz is in there as well. But yeah, okay, so Byram, so his dad is a big soccer guy at Gaylord. So I had wondered, does he play soccer but then only kick? Because when I was a senior, we had this guy Ben Fry, and he was the goalie for Gaylord. But he was also an amazing kicker. But I can obviously see he's Connor Byram is the defensive end, so I'm assuming he does not play soccer. Just a beast at football.
Kingsley with the hand up the right side. Going to get him on a gain of what I would assume 3.
It's either Riley or George Hush is in there on every single play.
This is a gain of 4 that they're going to give him.
We got a referee timeout here. I think he just got blinded by the sun.
I don't blame him.
We'll see what's going on. He's looking to this side.
I do not blame him. Yeah, I see the ref motioning and going backwards for the chain gang.
We're getting a measurement. Let's go, folks.
There we go.
This is big time. This is Kingsley football. This is big time.
The third time in Jack's eyes in high school football, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a referee and the chain gang collaborating on a measurement. And they're giving it to him.
And you gotta love the referee just really reaching back and first down.
History has been made. It's almost the equivalent of witnessing a perfect game.
But yeah. Okay. It's close. All right, here we go. What do you call this formation, Christian? This like a wings tight T, or?
I do call this a wing T formation. I don't think that's right.
Oh man, Pretzlav is in there. So how does he get in there so fast?
The main concept for those formations, by the way, is quick handoffs. A lot of deception. When you're in the huddle, you're hearing a lot of different numbers. Mostly for which gap you're going to end up running and who's going to end up getting the ball.
Yep. It is not fun to play against. I know that defensively. All right, here we go. Quarterback keeper. He's going to pass. He's got guys wide open if he can get the ball there. Is it a catch? The referee singles a catch on the sideline. Nice play.
That's going to get him a gain of...
I think that might have been 10 right there.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
first down.
First down right at the 50, the first pass play.
That right there is the perfect example of why they run the ball so many times, because you get that one play that's going to get you a shot 10 yards.
Yeah, and they were both wide open.
They really were.
I think one of those guys was running a little too deep, though. They looked to be too close together. And if that pass was a little more accurate, it might have been 6. Another handoff. Kingsley starting to really get success on offense here against Gaylord.
They're gassing out the Gaylord defense.
It's that same thing over and over and over again.
Well, you start to see the same thing a lot when you see the same formation, but it's 3 different guys getting the ball, and then on the play before this, you have that play action that leads to the flood play over on the bottom side of the screen. It gets tiring seeing the same formation over again.
Absolutely, and when they're having success, it's draining mentally.
It really is.
Here we go. Who's getting it this time?
Back up to the middle. Going to give him a gain of, I would say, a couple, 3 at most.
3-yard gain there. Trying to find a Kingsley roster here. Proved to be a little more difficult. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tom Pratt. Straight T with 3 backs straight across in the backfield.
That is what they're calling it, is a straight T formation.
Straight T. It's a straight T formation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom Pratt. Touchdown, Tommy. Here we go.
Hand up.
Fancy little handoff.
Yes.
Worked, though.
Gets him another gain of 3. You're looking at that 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense, right? But this opens up those passing lanes, those play action, because what I'm noticing every play is you're watching a quarterback wheel around as if he is going to run, and one of these times he is going to burn that, and he's absolutely going to get the defense, because those fakes are looking immaculate.
Is this 3rd down here, Christian?
This is third down.
3rd and 5. It is another handoff. That's going to be close. I think he's got it. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be really close. Maybe enough for another measurement. Referees give the signal. It's 4th down.
From where he spotted and what I'm seeing, that looks like they're going to give it to him. That's from what I'm seeing.
Oh, yep. The referee reaches back. Christian right on the money. Gives him the 1st down.
Man, they're really cutting it close on these first downs. This is a long drive, and that's deflating the defense. You can see the hands on the hips for Gaylord right now. Absolutely draining on defense when you have...
This is where you find out how much you really were conditioning in the summer.
Oh, those gassers. Got a timeout?
I think it's going to be a timeout. I'm assuming it's Gaylord.
I would assume it's going to be a Gaylord timeout. We can't really
They're
tell.
staying out there. I still can't tell. Don't managers running out there? They got water.
That's a Gaylord timeout, I'm thinking.
All right, timeout Gaylord here is going to give us an opportunity to step aside and thank your local Jimmy John's. This is Next Level Broadcasting. All right, we're back live, folks, from the watch party in Charlevoix.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Charles Strail has left the building.
Left
He's
us
out.
to our own accord.
He didn't even say where he was going.
Maybe he's going to the Gaylord Kingsley game.
He's so mysterious. Yeah, he just left to go to the game.
Yeah. But the straight T offense, it looks like is what we're going to be seeing again.
Yep, it's a wing T. I was told as well by Pratt when the wing is off the tight end, just off the tight end. So this is a straight T here. Here we go. They're going to pass.
Wide open.
Wide open. He's able to get behind Hush. And Hush, wow, excellent touchdown bit there by Kingsley. Perfectly executed play. Just the running the ball over and over again downfield. You have the tight end. You have one tight end run a corner. You have the other, I think that was a back, run a flat. Hush has no choice, chooses one or the other, chooses the flat. Touchdown over the top.
That is the reason why you keep running those run plays out of that straight T, wing T formation. That's going to deceive the defense when all of a sudden you see some play action and then one man slips behind the coverage and he's walking in for 6.
Yep.
Extra point attempt is up. It's going to be
I
left.
think that's off.
Yep.
It is no good. 13-7. 13-7. That extra point.
In the 2 games I called last week, I saw 1 extra point that was successful. 1. I'm surprised that we've already doubled it up this week and seeing 2 right out the gate.
Only saw 1 in the Charlevoix and St. Francis?
Did
they miss a bunch?
I called Charlevoix and St. Francis last Friday, and both teams on their opening drives scored a touchdown. Both missed their extra points, and then they went for 2 until overtime. Then Traverse City in overtime scored on their first possession. They kicked the extra point, made it, and then it came down to Charlevoix when they were in overtime. Because Charlevoix in overtime scored also on their possession, but they elected to go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point.
Yeah.
And
well, that's a lot of trust in your kicker to miss the first one, go all game without kicking again.
Mm-hmm. And then he kicks in overtime.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, that is clutch. And oh my goodness, and I didn't know that in high school the overtime is a shootout from the 10.
I didn't know that either.
That's very cool. Did you know if it's always been that rule, if they changed it? I never officially knew what the rule was.
I want to say when I played in high school, it wasn't often that we even made it to overtime. So I can't speak thoroughly on the matter. It was a squib kick fielded right away. I wasn't able to see who that was, but that looks like it's going to be fielded down at the 40.
It is going to be Gaylord ball.
41.
Yes, it is. Gaylord first down at the 41.
It was a good hands. I couldn't see who that was because the camera panned away very fast.
I don't know if there's someone actually is it a robot? Is it an AI camera?
I wish I could tell you.
I just need a camera just to follow. Just follow the center everywhere we go. Here we go. I formation for Gaylord. Wide to the left. I can't tell if that's Pretzlav or not, but either way, Unks is under center. He's going to go to Benzinger up the middle. Got some room. He's still on his feet. He's going forward, too, pushing ahead, getting an extra couple of yards.
It looked like he was going to be stopped after about 4 yards, stopped at the 45, but he gave a second effort and kept those legs churning. It's going to give him an extra 2 yards.
I know you're going to hate me, but I'm going to say it. I'll take 6 yards on first down every time. Every time.
I guess 6 is greater than 4, huh?
Yep. Oh, well, I'd rather have 7 yards on first down every time. Well, okay, buddy.
Offense moving back out there, looking back into the I formation.
Gaylord's had you just can't when they're moving the ball. You know, they're kind of moving it like Kingsley is with chunks at a time, but you just cannot have a dead play. As we get Hush, a lot of room, nice blocking on the edge. That's Benzinger leading the way. Big hit by Kingsley, though.
That big
Excellent
hit,
job
that
by Benzinger.
Adrenaline's going to carry you through the big hit because that's a whole. We're looking at about a gain of 20.
I don't think those Hush boys can get hurt. Right to the 40-yard line. Big gain. Kingsley making some substitutions.
No, they are operating, like you were trying to say before the play started, they're operating a lot out of this I formation, and it's working very well for them. After that big chunk play.
Unks looking to the side. Nearly no sunlight left on the field. He has it. He wants to go to Pretzlav right away. Stays on his feet. 6-yard gain.
Love me a good old-fashioned 5-yard hitch route.
They're just so dangerous. You have to have so much trust in your quarterback to be able to make that pass.
Well, I want to also mention that Kingsley defense did see it coming. I saw a hand flash across in front of the ball while it was in the air, but timing was just a smidge off.
This time toss to Benzinger going the other way.
Going to get a first down.
That's right. Nice gain. Kingsley defensive end there really setting the edge, but just took it way too wide.
This is interesting. Kingsley offense operated a lot out of that straight T formation, that wing T formation. Gaylord operating solely out of just the I formation right now. A battle of the formations, if you will.
Hey, it's working.
As they finally move away from the I formation as soon as Christian makes a note of it. Good job. Back into the spread offense.
That's right. Is it going to be a quick screen to Hush?
They're stacked on the
Kingsley, no one
right
back
side.
deep. They're straight man.
Yes.
It is a screen to Hush. He's got some room. Makes one guy miss. He just is tough to go down. Takes a gang of stags to finally get him down.
That's the thing is.
Or is it a herd?
What what I would like to point out is that when Hush does get that ball and he's running, he's got that full head of steam. It's either one of two things is going to happen. You have to hit him hard and hit him big to get him to move, or it is going to be a herd of stags that have to get him down. That time it was the herd.
It was the herd that had to get him. And Kingsley saw that. They saw that screen coming right away. Their corner ran in right away. Pretzlav leaves the huddle early.
Pretzlav out wide on the right side. Back into the I formation, but they flip it.
It's going to be a toss to Benzinger the other way. He's got a nice hole right there. Nowhere really to go, though. Oh, Kingsley all over that one. Just collapsed so fast.
I would have liked Benzinger to follow his blocks there to play couch running back right now. I would have liked him to follow his blocks. It looked as though if he had gone back inside, he might have had a lane going up there.
Yeah.
Instead, he bounced it to the outside into a couple of stags out there.
Yep, and Benzinger is going to go to the sideline right now. Is that Vanderveer that subbed in there?
I was unable to see. Again, I say that as
it is
someone
Vanderveer.
watching from the couch.
Yeah.
Into this I formation.
Watching from the couch.
Into the I formation.
Ungst has it. Tossed goes to the other way. This time it's
Hush is just such a.
That's George Hush.
That is a big body to bring down.
He is. Yeah, he's solid. I mean, Gaylord just has some just freak athletes. Like, not only are they fast, but they're also big and strong. A lot of guys that you see as like defensive ends, but they've just got them all over the field. Here we go. Same formation. Gaylord going to stay with it. Vanderveer in motion. Oh, he's got some room. He's going to get to the edge. Way to bounce it outside. That's Benzinger.
The speed when he got that open field, it wasn't even so much of an open field. He just had a little bit of daylight and sprinted to the corner. And the speed and long strides, 6.
Yep. And Gaylord, nice blocking right there on the edge. Couldn't see who that was, but good blocking. Gaylord with an opportunity to take the lead. This is big. Byram lines it up, does the classic 3 steps back, 2 steps over. You remember doing it in the backyard football days.
Late man running off the field.
Snap is there, hold is good, kick is up, kick looks good.
And they're
Right
gonna
down
call
the
it good.
middle. Wow, that is a big student section down there. Is that the Gaylord side or the Kingsley side? I can't tell.
That was a big drive for Gaylord.
Yes, it was. They needed that drive. I mean, of course, they were down. They needed that to bounce back before halftime, but this is going to be a big test. Big test of Gaylord's offense or Gaylord's defense and Kingsley offense right here. It looks about 2 minutes left to go in this first half.
I want to point out that Charlevoix right now is up on Oscoda 24-0 in the second.
Yeah, they're dominating right now.
They are running it up, and Charlevoix is just running up and down the field.
Their quarterback is really good. I don't know his name, but number 5. He's very good.
Was it Jess?
I don't know.
Brady Jess?
You called the game, Christian?
I know. That's why I off the top of my head, and I apologize for not knowing. I don't know if I still have the roster either.
Don't gotta apologize to me.
That is absolute bombed on the right side. Incomplete, though. That's
Here we go. Byram lining it up.
It is coming up here and learning a bunch of new names is the thing that is very inundating. My first day, I learned about 22 new names.
That can be a lot to manage. All right, Byram, kick is away.
High kick.
Kingsley's got it. Their back return man. Goes up the middle, but Gaylord's right there all over it. Excellent coverage. Kingsley Wills, the Stags are going to have the ball. Looks like about the 26-yard line.
That was a very good kickoff. That ball had really good hang time. It was fielded at what looked like about just within the goal line, so they had to return it. There wasn't a whole lot they could do about it. It had to be returned, and the coverage team getting down there, they met him at the 20.
It's perfect. Perfect coverage. Well, do they get it at the 20 in high school, or is it the 25 now, just like the pros?
I was just about to ask you. I think they actually are given a little bit more.
Okay. Here we go. It is going to be
stuffed.
Wow. So there's a handoff. All right. You have the quarterback rolling out as well as the tight end running out to block the safety. That is an extremely good play because as a corner, you're taught to read the tight end and then to the quarterback. Well, at least that's how I did it. So if you see the tight end come out, you automatically think pass. I mean, that's just a nice play call right there.
It really is. I mean, these formations specifically, they've had over 100 years of defining and refining these.
This one's a definite pass. He's got 2 receivers.
Intercepted.
Oh, threw it right to Pretzlaff. Was it Pretzlaff or Benzinger? Or was it another Gaylord defender? I can't tell. Oh, he threw it right to him.
That's
excellent coverage. If maybe that pass was a little higher and a little more zip, could have got in there, but
I was about to say the opposite. Is that's one of those passes you keep to yourself. From what I was seeing, the coverage was good down the field. Whether it was Pretzlaff or Benzinger or anyone else on the Gaylord defense, they were right there. That's a throw that you.
And yet again, Kingsley had both their receivers were in the same spot. I mean, he nearly needed one defender to cover both of them. Mm-hmm. All right, Gaylord knocking on the door. Minute 46. Unks rolling out. He has a receiver. It is Pretzlaff. What a catch. Throw it up to your athlete. Let him make a play. Just rolling from the left side all the way over to the right. That's just a backyard football play right there.
Big man goes up, towers over the defender. Also, he had the step on the defender. Yeah, that's going to lead you to absolutely what they ended up with. First and goal.
And Pretzlaff, he's when the corners he's going against, he has such a size advantage. Unks doesn't even have to throw a really accurate pass. He just has to throw it so he can jump up and catch it.
I'm more surprised that we haven't seen more of Pretzlaff on the offense so far. But right now, Gaylord's defense or Gaylord's offense, has been just moving with will.
This time it is Hush.
He's
Hush
gonna
cuts
be
to the
in.
outside. He's going to be in there. Great play call. Gaylord scores quickly.
That is big before the half.
Yep. I mean, it was how the Gaylord was down by.
Gaylord,
They had how many less points? 13 less points 5 minutes ago. They just scored 2 touchdowns in like 2 minutes, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Wow, what a flip. Vanderveer hold is good. Byram kick.
Good.
That is good. Nice job, Connor Byram, keeping it going. All right, folks, we're going to step aside and thank a couple sponsors. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
Ooh. How many are we running? About a minute. 30 seconds.
I hope we're not live right now because I can't tell if we're live or not.
Well, we're not live. We got Jimmy John's going.
I just get confused because it says that one is.
That's a live feed, I think, is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell the sound's going down, that bar going up.
Okay.
Yeah, we Gucci. And we're back.
Back to it, folks. Christian and I are also running the iPad. It's the first time for both of us.
First time for everything.
First time for everything. Win in Charlevoix. How exciting.
I think you are right. It looks like a robot might be controlling this camera. Just in the way it's moving and the way it smoothly goes around, right?
I'm pretty sure it's just a big camera that's on a pole. And yeah, it's just a robot that is, I mean, it's controlled from who knows where. Nice touchback by Connor Byram.
That's the weapon that I think Gaylord has that others just don't have is the ability to have a solid kicker in the high school realm.
Mm-hmm.
That makes such a difference because you can execute simple things like a kickoff. You don't have to do a squib and give your opponents 20 extra yards if they field it at the 40, right? So when you actually are able to execute a normal kickoff, going down and having the ball fielded at the 5 or the 10 or even in the goal line,
yep,
you're able to play the field position game a little better.
Absolutely. Yeah, and just having a good kicker just gives you so many more options. And when you're in the red zone, you don't have to worry about going for it. As we get Kingsley a handoff to the back. Oh, I thought it was the other running back. I was tricked, just like the Gaylord defense right there.
That's the thing I'm about to mention about the straight T and the wing T offense is we are seeing the same thing that you're seeing at home. Is we have to keep such a strong eye on where the ball actually is. Because they faked the handoff 3 different times there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, he's got it. No, he don't have it. Oh, on the next one.
Yep. That's hard to tell. All right, here we go. Let's see.
35 seconds
T.
left in the half. They're down. Handoff.
Up the
right
middle.
To right.
Kind of a little fake handoff. Decent gain. As I was just told by my dad that we were live.
Heck yeah.
Gotta love that. Here we go. Play call coming in for Kingsley. Time is running out. Are they even have enough time to call it?
No.
If that score clock is accurate. They're doing a pass.
No, they
Looks
called
like
it.
it was it a run?
It was a run.
Wow, what a very confusing play to end the half.
If you're in the Kingsley locker room right now, you're okay. You're playing the same pace. You're within one possession still. You have to buckle down on defense. There is no more letting those big 20, 15-yard chunk plays gouge you every time. Because that's what just happened on the last drive. You gotta force a stop.
Yeah. I think both teams going into halftime, obviously Gaylord having those 2 quick touchdowns right at the end there makes it a totally different ball game. But both offenses are having success. Both defenses are getting stops. I want to say that Kingsley's offense, it looks like they're having more success, at least consistently. Gaylord had that one big play to Pretzlaff, but besides that, Gaylord has really had to work for all their yards.
Both teams to me are looking like their offenses are executing as they should. Just a couple of early plays, I think it was by Gaylord that set them back a little bit, but they've able to reestablish and come back out. A couple of quick touchdown drives. The interception absolutely crushing for Kingsley.
Yeah.
But
because you come out, you're hoping to get the ball, let's get a quick score before halftime. Instead, you throw a pick and Gaylord scoring 2 plays later.
Well, it's on a play also that worked on their previous drive that led them to a touchdown, where it's the play action to flood. All of your wide receivers are flooding to one side of the field, but if it's caught by the defense, then it is exactly as you said, where one man, he can cover both routes essentially, especially if they're not run properly.
Yep.
Where one wide receiver is a little shorter in his route. Say he's supposed to run 15 yards, well he runs maybe 11.
Yep.
He runs 11 and he's doing his out, then the defender can be right there to jump on the pass if he needs to.
Yep, and it's very hard to be disciplined on those routes, especially when you're in this offense. You're like, when you're at the tight end spot, you're just blocking. Oh, block. Oh, we got whatever the pass play is called, 37 fire. Oh, I'm getting a pass, no way. And then you run out. It's so easy to just get excited, and instead of, breaking it down at 10 yards and running straight across, you actually break it down at 15 and run more of a corner than you do a flat, and it's just really easy to mess up those routes. I remember having to run those routes, and in the game, it's so hard to be disciplined unless you practice it over and over and over and over again.
And it isn't going to be so much on the tight ends as well, where if you're the quarterback, you also just can't make that throw. That's a throw that's you should have kept to yourself.
You're right.
And maybe pull down, run it, live to play another down.
Yeah.
But that play, I think, is ultimately the reason why we were looking at a 21-13 game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kingsley should be in the lead. I mean, I want to say, besides that last 5 minutes, Kingsley was in charge of the game.
Absolutely. Kingsley was moving the ball. They didn't have explosive plays aside from their 35-yard touchdown. I want to say they have been able to move the ball, but it hasn't been as efficiently as Gaylord's offense prior or after the interception.
Yeah.
But Kingsley is moving the ball exactly the way they want to, because I was making the comment earlier that Gaylord's defense, the hands on the hips, that's the first signal of being tired.
Yep.
And Kingsley was absolutely moving up and down the field, albeit at a 3, 4, 5 yard a piece for each play. However, they were doing what their offense was supposed to do.
Right.
And that's to wear you out, big play.
Yep. And I don't think Gaylord's offense doesn't seem like the wear you out offense. I mean, it seems like just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers in space. Not really deep routes, but just let your playmakers do their thing, which is a lot less risky. I mean, when you're throwing bombs, it's easy to get sacked. It's easy to throw a pick. It's easy to get quarterback get hit while he throws.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're running out of your I formation, and you're running what essentially almost could be classified as safe plays, right? You're running your pitches and your inside handoffs, and they would run the occasional jet sweep out of your shotgun. But no, they have, for the most part, also played it safe as a way to avoid having them easy turnovers, as opposed to what Kingsley committed. That the big play they had down the field to Pretzlaff, that was a gain of about 20, that led them to a 1st and goal. That's really been their big shot that they had, and it was easy. Pretzlaff was 1-on-1 with the smaller man, and just throw it up high, and he's going to get it. And he threw it up high.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, if Pretzlaff isn't on this offense, I mean, Kingsley might just be stacking that line every single time.
Exactly.
Because they haven't passed it to anyone else besides Pretzlaff. And like you just said, he's that kind of receiver. You just throw the ball up in the air, and he'll
Yeah.
He's a jump ball. He's a basketball player. He's a freak athlete. Just throw it up in the air and let him make a play.
The only other passes that have been completed to other players were to Hush. Yeah.
That's right.
The bubble screens that
That's
he had.
right. Yep. Those little bubble screens were I don't even consider those passes. I
No,
don't know. Those don't really count.
They're extended handoffs, but in
Yeah.
the stat sheet they are considered passes.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, they essentially are just considered extended handoffs, and at the end of the day, that is what it is.
Yep. All right, I'm going to try and send us to a commercial break right here. So let's go. Let's hear it from Orion Beningo and his Pro Gutters.
Many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless
I don't want to
Gutters.
sound stupid again, but I don't think they can hear me.
I hope not. I think we'll let. Do we have a sponsored halftime right now? No. Okay, so I was gonna say we can absolutely just run. Well, it'll run by itself, I think. So then we can remove Orion.
TVCairport.com now.
We can cue this back up. And we're back.
They can hear us the whole time.
This is
All right,
this is
so no
something.
matter what, we're live. Who would have known that I'd be coming on Charlevoix to know I'd be live on the internet for how many hours straight?
Hey, we'll just have to keep it clean.
Okay,
you know?
so they could hear us while the commercials are running. Okay.
Okay. I wonder. So
That's a nice sound bit right there.
to everyone at home, Jack is absolutely right. This is our first time. I wonder if we should just maybe mute ourselves on the soundboard that we have.
I think that's what TB normally does. TB is the producer I normally work with. I don't know what he's doing, why he's not here, but
Okay.
there's room for like 10 more people in here, I think.
Yes.
Should we say where we are?
You know, I'll let you do it.
No, I'm gonna leave it. Folks at home, guess. Zach Perry, I want you to guess where we are broadcasting this watch party from.
In the text line, absolutely.
In the text line. Yep.
Guess at where we're at.
I can't even give out the text line because, or is it right on here?
Oh, Charles had the text line and he abandoned us.
Yep. Folks, let us know what you think. If you're with Charles Strail right now, let us know. What is Charles doing on a Thursday? What could he be doing on a Thursday night?
I was with Charles earlier today, and now we're going to be filling in for the next 6.5 minutes for a halftime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the part of the broadcast where it's just like, are we watching a football game right now or what?
Well, it's a watch party, right? So
that's
here we
right.
are,
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna have some
We got
content for you. I was with Charles earlier. We were editing a commercial, and he was receiving a phone call during our editing, and he answered, and then it just went straight click, and he goes, "That's the thing about having my phone number out there," because he has his phone on the Next Level Broadcasting website. And
it's his cell?
His personal cell phone is the Next Level Broadcasting home phone. And he was receiving calls. He goes, "Man, I get these all the time."
Of course.
Oh, man. I was just like, oh,
yeah,
that's rough.
Gotta have a burner. A burner number with all that. Well, it's tough because these days you put your number out on the internet. I mean, I just remember I was trying to get health insurance or something, and I ended up putting anyway, I literally had to change my phone number the next day because every 2 minutes I was getting a call from someone, and I'd had to change my phone number because I couldn't deal with having to decline a call every 2 minutes.
That really is interesting, actually, because I feel like I was having something similar, but I was receiving spam phone calls, and I quit answering them. I just quit answering numbers, whether I knew them or not. Also, it's a good way to go about life. Is just quit answering every phone call you get.
Yeah.
Whether it's important or not, just don't answer it. I'm joking, of course. Well, I quit answering the numbers that I wasn't recognizing off the top of my head, and then I started to receive very few of them. So maybe whoever the spam callers are, they just look at you and they're just like, all right, well, we won't call them.
Yeah, we'll stop messing with this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's. We got a couple minutes left here. Talk about whatever we want. Let's do. So you played sports in high school, Christian?
I did. I played football. After that, just played a lot of pickup basketball. That was mostly it.
Do you have a sports memory worth sharing that the folks might want to hear?
A sports memory worth sharing.
Yep.
I absolutely do. I remember playing high school football during practice, and we used to have this giant, we called it the pig, where it was a giant drum that was hooked up to a bunch of hoses, and you essentially drank out of them. And I do remember one time we did dare a couple of the linemen to run over and, knock it over. We were kids at the time. And we ran so many laps after it happened because the linemen were told, we were told to do it. We were dared. And they're like, by who? And no one was
right.
No one was ratting anyone out. And the next thing you know, we ran laps, I think, for the next 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was
well, it was a big, so it was just full of water.
It's, to put it into perspective, it looked like a giant, those propane tanks that you get for outside of your home. It was like 2 of those stacked on top of each other.
Gotcha.
That's how big they were, and the lineman knocked them down. I wasn't involved with it, and if I was, I wouldn't admit it. I was not involved, and the next 2 hours were about as brutal as it was. I can't tell you how many miles we ran because we just ran in a circle while we were berated by coaches.
Yep.
That's my number one high school.
That's a pretty good memory. That's a pretty good one.
Pretty good and also pretty bad at the same time.
Most of my memories I have revolve around happened at a practice. I mean, because you're only playing in the game for 10% of your entire football career.
Oh, absolutely.
The rest of the 90% is practicing or films. Oh my gosh, that'd be the worst thing. Playing. I mean, film was always. Well, what am I saying? Film was not always fun because, of course, I was a receiver, so I'd go block, and I can remember in the game, blowing a block on the outside, and then them tackling the running back, and knowing that on film the next day I'm going to get put on blast because I missed the block. You just know it's coming. You just hope after a bunch of good things have happened and then that comes up, not it's a bad streak and then you come up because you're going to get put on blast for sure.
Real quick before we are over with the half, what would you like to see out of the Kingsley offense going in?
I think just keep doing what you're doing. They got Gaylord in the game that they wanted him. Gaylord defensively making Gaylord work for every single yard, and on offense 13 points for that kind of offense is excellent. They took a lot of time off the clock. I'd say just keep doing what you're doing. Pass plays, just got to tighten those up a little bit. If they can get that corner ran by the tight end a little deeper, and that out route either by the back or whoever that is on the side a little flatter, I think they'll have a lot more success.
Oh yeah. And
what do you think? What for Gaylord? I just like their. I don't know. I like Gaylord. They scored those 2 touchdowns so fast. It's kind of hard to gauge. Their offense was just really slow. They just got to keep having those big plays. That's what's keeping them in this game. No turnovers. That's if I'm Gaylord right now, no turnovers. That's what hurt them in the game last week against Varsity West. Hang on to that ball. Clearly, Kingsley showed a turnover right there. Boom, bit them right away. So just hang on to that ball from Gaylord. Kingsley, just keep doing what you're doing. Gaylord, obviously Gaylord was going to score a touchdown right there. They had the momentum after the pick. I think it was one of those things where even at the watch party sitting in this chair right now, I could tell it was going to be a touchdown right after.
It was going to be a touchdown, especially with the field positioning, because they were put right at the 40 after the interception.
Yep.
You're expected when you get the 40 in enemy territory, you're looking to come out and put points on the board. You're in prime position, and with their situation, they were looking at anywhere just to get points.
Yeah. Kingsley getting nice stretch. Oh, that was always a good stretch for me right there. Never really took. I was never much of a stretcher, I'll be honest. I just always kind of looking around the field, just kind of walking, picking out people in the crowd, looking at the other team.
Yeah, trying to just get. When I was on the bench, which was a lot, absolutely just waiting to get over, wait for my time to come in. They tell you to always be ready, and I can safely say I was never ready.
No.
Never ready.
Never. Well, what position were you?
I was a running back and a linebacker.
Okay, and you did not see the field a lot?
I saw a lot of defense.
Okay.
I saw a lot of defense. Offense, to me, it was my first year playing. The 1 year I played, so it was my first and only year. And you learn so much. It's like shock when you get in there from hearing the numbers and all the words that were being used.
Yeah.
Because the numbers, you're looking, I can't even think of the plays, but you're looking at, 46 XQ waggle.
Right,
like
yeah.
That. And to me, that was jarring. I also wasn't invested in football as I am now. So I have a lot of experience watching, just as probably anyone else does.
Yeah.
But I was still on the sidelines paying attention when I was at the rest of for my high school career.
So you were even though you were on the bench, you weren't one of those kids that was like goofing around though. I mean, you were locked in.
Yeah, for the most part locked in. I was trying to always learn the verbiage better, and
that is a great point though, because it is a big jump. I remember in middle school, all we ran was right 16 power, left 15 power, right 18. Like it was a direct snap to the running back, and he just ran it to whatever the 1 meant it was going to the running back, and 6 meant it was going to the 6 hole or 5. But whatever. But then you go to high school and you go to two-a-days, and you have to practice, you have to run your butt off. Then you got to go in the film room, and you got to learn all these formations, and you got to go out at practice.
It's such a shock.
It is. It's a lot of work, and no doubt I know a lot of kids when they end up graduating high school, that is a big deterrent of whether they play, whatever sport they play in college. It is like a job. I mean, it's unless you're super passionate about it and you want to do it all the time, you really can't can't treat it like high school at all. You can't just.
At Central Michigan University, I was a part of their sports management program for a short little bit.
Okay.
And a part of the sports management program, I was working very closely with a lot of athletic members. And what I mean by that, whether it was volleyball or people from the football team, I was very close to them. And all of that aside, it is drastic when you hear their experiences of all of it, because they go through what is almost the pinnacle of their business that they're in, essentially, right?
Right.
Where they are, so close to being professional that they hearing the play calls, specifically from one Vashawn Bailey, who's a left tackle for the Chippewas. I had interviewed him and talked to him, and it's unreal what they go through and the amount of nutritioning, the working out they have to do, where they have to be time-wise. They go through so much as a college athlete.
Yeah. There we go. Nice job, Christian, getting that laptop plugged in. Game is back underway. Kingsley returns it. Going to start the ball at about the 20-yard line, it looks like. Gaylord, nice kick coverage once again. Connor Byron putting it in the perfect spot, right in that back corner. That's right where you want it.
That's probably my number one key player right there is Connor Byron, because he's putting him in this field position, because you're going 80 yards now at this point. It's a long field.
It's going to be a handoff. Decent gain right there. Maybe about 3 or 4 yards.
Kingsley in prime position to be right back in this game with the score, though.
Yeah, absolutely. To get a drive, get the 2, tie this game right up. Charlevoix right now dominating, up 37-0 now. Starting to run away with it.
Yeah, that's academic at this point. I contemplated plugging in the laptop for us.
Same.
If we wanted to see the end of that.
This one's a toss. Man, if he would have been able to break through that hole, maybe he would have had a lot of green ahead of him, but he's tackled short. Let's see where they spot this one. Going to be 3rd and 4.
Bring it up 3rd down. They call it as a gain of 3. Looks like you're right. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 in that area. Hey, you keep with that same offense, right? It's working right now.
I think so.
Although this isn't a straight T right now. They only have 2 backs back there. Quick little
it's a
chunk
quick
throw.
pass to the tight end. Wow.
Yeah, a little dump off.
And that was wide open.
Yeah. Hey, when you're anticipating the run, because they've been showing off those runs on 3rd and 4, you're able to get them quick little dump offs, get you for that quick first down.
Yeah, and as the linebackers, the defensive ends, when they run it up the middle, you're jumping across. You're taking 2-3 steps forward right away every single time. You're going at the line because you think, I'm going to hurry up and jump up there to try and make a play. And that's when they get you.
One of the most unstoppable plays back in an old game, even older than you and me, Tecmo Bowl. They had a button hook to a specific tight end. I wasn't sure who it was, but it's actually the most unstoppable play because you couldn't stop that. I can't remember who it was to, but it was just a quick little button hook, and every time he was open.
Worked every time.
Mm-hmm. And that's what that play right there reminded me of. Just something quick right over the top.
Kingsley going to get a quick timeout here. Coach is not happy. I don't know what's going on, whether they're not lined up properly or they're not thinking or what's going on, but clearly need to call in and rally the troops. Those jerseys are sharp for Kingsley. Is that blue and red? The color is so saturated, it's hard to tell.
To me, yes, for the viewers at home on our screen, it looks saturated, but to me it looks black and red.
Well, we might have had I think you are right, Christian. We might have had an injured Stag. As I see, he's got the pants on, but he's got his hoodie on. It's got to be. I was going to point out the coach for the Stags. He's got shorts on. That's going to be cold. It has been cold these past few mornings. I mean, I almost got to start the truck in the morning before I go to work.
We're in that part of the year, right, where it's cold in the morning. You need the heater, but by midday to afternoon, you're looking at you need the AC on.
Yep.
It's because it's gonna get hot.
You got your hoodie and your jacket on. Then by 10 you take the jacket off, and then by noon you got the hoodie off. All right, here we go. Big play to start. Ball is out.
Oh.
It's gonna be Gaylord's ball. I think he was down.
I
think he was down.
Yep. To me, he was down.
You gotta had a ref. Oh, they are gonna give him the ball. Kingsley is not happy.
Yes, because I'm looking at 2 refs right now that are having a conversation about whether he was down or not. I was thinking he was down.
Oh, Kingsley not happy.
Nope.
Not happy. That one's going to be tough on the replay.
Yeah,
Another turnover. It's going to call. Either way. Another turnover. It's going to cost you. They were driving the ball. They were doing an excellent job, getting chunks at a time. Just killer. It's all right. Can they get the ball back? Gaylord going to have it here.
Put all emotions aside because now you need a stop.
To Benzinger. Let him make a play. Oh, and Benzinger making a lot of plays.
It's not staying in bounds.
He just does not go out of bounds. He's just always putting the moves on, can always score. Gaylord keeping it clean, no laundry on the field, and that's a big gain. Gaylord has all the momentum right now.
You're Kingsley. You have to put that turnover. You have to take that right out of your mind, even though personally to me that didn't look like a turnover. And right now There's no takesy backsies.
Yep. Is there 30 seconds left really in this third quarter? That can't be right. Did it really go by that fast?
I don't think it did. I think that's
That can't be right.
the cutoff on our screen.
Let's see. Angst.
Out of the I formation.
He's going under
once again.
center.
Up the middle.
Go to
Hush.
Benzinger on the other side. It don't
Benzinger.
matter.
Yeah.
5-yard gain. There you go.
Man, they're three-headed monster of Benzinger, Hush, and Pretzlaff.
Yep.
Those are three fast, strong, and big bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about him because I feel like I just say the same things over and over about him.
I think it was Hush that just ran back on the field, by the way.
And Pretzlaff, I remember interviewing him, I think when he might have been a freshman because Connor Abraham was a senior. He was either a freshman or a sophomore, but he was big then too. You could tell he was going to be a player. All right, handoff. He's got more room. This time it's Hush. Brought down. Oh, he's going to be near the first. I don't think he's going to have it, though.
Could you imagine if you are George Hush right now, when after you just have your runs, who you're running behind, your brother and Riley? Like, that's got to be really cool, running behind your brother in the offense as he's your lead back.
Yeah.
To me, that's got to be
That is really cool. Man, I bet they spend a lot of time together.
Really.
Here we go. Oh,
Start.
killer. Not what you want to have happen inside the red zone. Gaylord's going to have to back it up 5. I think Benzinger just got a little excited.
He was eager to get the ball. I can't blame him. They've been moving the ball effectively, so of course.
Abraham and Connor Abraham's brother, Keaton Abraham, also quite a player, the center for Gaylord. He's backing him up. Center's such an important position. I remember our center, James Wojcik. Just always someone you could rely on the field. Always someone that was going to be positive, always going to block for you. Just another leader of the offense. I mean, the quarterback center.
Your center
do you say the center is the leader of the line, of the offensive line?
That's what I was just about to say.
Okay.
The center is the absolute leader of the offensive line.
Got to have a solid guy there. Let's see. Unks wants to go under center again. Gaylord needing a first down.
Hand off to Hush on the left
Hush
side.
has got some room.
Nothing
Wow,
but
that was
grass.
wide open. It almost thought it was a trick play. It was so wide open. And Pretzlaff, incredible blocking on that left side. That is one advantage you have, not only to having Pretzlaff out there to his athletic ability to catch the ball, but just block small corners all the way down the field.
The Kingsley defense, by the way, you mentioned that they thought it was a pass briefly. They absolutely did think it was a pass because Pretzlaff ran about 15 yards downfield before he actually put the block on.
Okay, so maybe he might have tricked him right there. Byram, can he keep it going? Kick is good. Hold is good. Money right down the middle. This man cannot stop, folks. Connor Byram keeping it going. Gaylord up 28-13. Kingsley going to get the ball back here.
Kingsley,
needing some kind of momentum.
They need absolutely to start back up and just not turn the ball over, right? That's what you need. If you don't turn the ball over, you're back in it, but they've got – right now Gaylord has 14 points off of turnovers.
Yeah,
which is
and
big.
Kingsley's strategy to wear the team down and run out the clock works unless you're down by 2 scores. Then the clock is working against you, and Let's see though. They can get a big. They can get. We'll see. We'll see what their 4-minute offense comes to here if they haven't having to run it. But am I looking at what is that? 7 minutes left in this third quarter here.
7:20. I can't really get a good
looks like it
eyesight on that. Give me 1
How are we even
second.
watching this? What are we watching this on? Is it on Charles' phone?
This looks like it's gonna be Charles' phone. Yes.
One of his burner phones.
For some reason, it's not on on.
Oh, he's got one of those HDMI's that disconnects if you just move it a little bit. I got the same one in my house. It's so annoying.
All right.
trying to watch Survivor, and it goes out right in the middle of tribal council. You're just like, come on.
And that is what happened because.
Oh, and that is what happened. Oh, we're blank right now, folks.
However, we're looking at kickoff right now. Byram kicking it off deep. Cameras panning slowly, the robotic cameras. It's going to be fielded for a touchback, though.
Okay.
As the Kingsley offense is going to find a way back on the field. In the meantime, while I am going to be repairing the video, I'm going to.
You got it, Christian.
You're
a tech guy, right?
We're going to cut to commercial very quickly.
All right.
Back in one moment.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
We all know Northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Okay. Back live. Here we go. Christian getting that TV figured out right now. But it is going to be Kingsley ball. Christian can't find the remote. Where could the remote be hidden? Thank you, folks. I'm glad you can hear me. Well, I am just feel like such a baller right now. I've got a big TV in front of me. I've got one computer running one game. I've got one computer in front of me, and I've got another iPad right here watching the game. Very nice. Oh, Charles Strail is calling to the rescue. Let's go. Here we go. Kingsley ball. They will have it. Looking over to the sideline. Referee coming out on the field. Let's see what's going on. Not sure what's happening. The same play coming here from Kingsley. Under center. Quarterback has it. He's going to go to the running back, lowering his shoulder. Nowhere for him to go. It'll be a short gain of 1 or 2 yards. Things are going in and out, in and out, in and out. All right, we're in. Tech guy Christian could have told me he got a degree in tech. I don't know. Nice job, Christian. Got it to go. Here we go. It's a toss. Vanderveer and Pretzlaff all over it. Wow. Great plays right there. Pretzlaff and Vanderveer all over that one. And that was that Smith in there? I think that was Smith in there to finally finish him off. No, it was Grooch.
What I can tell you is that Charles's television is very touchy.
Yes, it is. Oh, there's a hint, folks. I guess we get there's a hint out there on where we're at. It's going to be 3rd and long. Oh, it's going to be a pass. Don't let him get
Wide
behind
open.
you. Great play.
That's what
Can Hush bring him down? Yes, he can.
Oh.
Wow. They are going to get Hush with a late flag.
That's going to be
That is, I don't know.
unnecessary roughness.
I
on Hush.
thought they were going to call it too when I saw it, but wow.
To me, that didn't look as though it warranted unnecessary roughness.
Yeah.
He was in bounds, but he pushed him, and falling out of bounds like that, yeah, it's gonna look bad on film, but to me that looked as though it were legal.
And
However, the flag still comes out, and it's 15 yards.
yeah, and that's going to put Kingsley inside of the red zone. Gaylord forcing Kingsley on that big loss on the down before. They get a big gain. The straight T formation still, quarterback under center. A lot of room. Just
the left
follow your
side.
blockers. Wow, that was a great play right there.
Well executed, like you were just saying. Follow your blockers. Eventually, your blockers are gonna fall out, or they're gonna be a little too dispersed.
Play call in here quick.
And
Inside the 10, just like that. I think that was another first down, Christian. I think it
second down.
was. I think
I heard a PA.
okay,
say
second down, second and short.
Yeah. We're seeing the same thing you're seeing, and that's no sticks up at the top.
To the
Handoff,
fullback right away.
left side gonna be a loss this time.
Oh, who
no.
had it? Who's got it?
Deception.
Oh, it was the fullback.
Oh,
He ran in there so clean. I didn't think he really had it.
the deception. That's the thing. It's getting to me too. Also,
No one touched him.
uh,
It's going to give 19 to Kingsley, 19 to 28, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on this clock.
that deception of handing off and faking it 3 different times. It gets you.
Wow. The time is 8:37, folks. The day before September.
That is right. The day before September.
Here we go. The boys of fall. Kingsley looking to score. Nice. I can't tell. Oh, he's in. Oh, coach is fired up too. Get the pads on him. He you know what? He doesn't even need them. He's ready to go already. He's ready to go already.
That is that drive was good from the Kingsley offense, actually executing, doing exactly what they had to do, working at 4 to 6 yard runs, working perfectly, and wearing out the defense, drawing some frustration from George Hush as well, getting that free 15 yards.
Yep.
That's
the drive that's exactly what they needed right there. They needed a score right there. They needed the 2, which they got. They're only now 8 points.
one
A
possession
touchdown
game.
and a 2 puts them in the lead.
Now you need a stop on the defense.
Yep.
However, that hasn't looked like it's going to happen.
Yep.
From these last few drives that we've seen from Gaylord on their offense. The Gaylord offense has really been moving effectively. Not quite as effective as the Charlevoix, who is still up 37-0 in the third quarter over Oscoda.
That is a smackdown.
Yeah. That's
Been on both sides of those. It's not fun. It's almost kind of fun when you're getting. I mean, it's not fun when you're getting smacked down. The only good thing is there's really no pressure. You know, you're down 37-0. You're like, well,
you play for next.
we can either have the most amazing comeback ever, or there's just no pressure. All right, here we go.
Kickoff.
Here's the kick. Back deep.
Back deep, and we're gonna see a touchback.
No,
Oh.
we're not. Hush has to. Oh!
And
Whoa.
High school rules is gonna have him down at the 2, maybe the 1.
I don't think it was a safety, though.
No, he was down.
Okay, he is going to be down at the
yeah.
1. Wow. Oh, it's so hard not to react like that.
That's,
wow.
Yeah, I think if you in high school, if you let that ball roll, that does still count as a
If he
touchback.
would have, I guess, if it would have, what do you mean if it would have rolled into the end zone?
Wouldn't it have rolled into the end
Oh,
zone?
like if Hush wouldn't have touched it?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
he
it would have been a
would've
touchback.
yeah.
Yeah, as soon as it hits the end zone, it's a touchback.
Yeah.
But that one was so close, and I mean, perfect kick.
Yeah. No, that's now.
Kingsley, everything that they needed to have go for them is going right now. Gaylord's got to get out of here.
They have tough field position right ahead of them. Back at your own 1.
Ungst under center. It's to Benzinger. Little gain. That's good.
Give you some breathing room if you're Gaylord.
Yep.
That.
And the
It's something that is traumatic is receiving that snap while you're in your own end zone.
Yes. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I've never been in that situation too many times, being backed up against your own end zone. But I mean, this is just where you have to be as fundamental and tight as possible right here. No mistakes in your own red zone. Here we go.
Back in the I formation. I believe that's Pretzlaff up in the top.
They want to pass. It is going to be to Pretzlaff. It's quick. Oh, if he could have broke that one, it would have been big. He's near that first down marker. I don't think he has enough, though.
You're playing for third down, though, right here. Here it is.
Here we go. Who wants to win it more? Third down in a
2.
one-possession game. This is a big test of both teams right here.
If you're Kingsley, this is your stop that you need. If you're rooting for Gaylord, absolutely, because you get this, it's going to extend that drive, and that's going to be deflating to Kingsley. Because right now, I still consider them having the momentum.
I agree. I think they do too, Christian. They're on their home field. The lights are on the field now. Here come both linebackers. No idea. No idea where that ball went.
It looks like it's going to be short.
I think it is too. The pile's short. No gain. I think it's fourth down. No gain.
I do want to say here in the second half, I didn't get to say this before we had our technical difficulties, but when the lights come on, the stars come out.
You're absolutely right, Christian. I once had a coach, Bobby McNamara, for Gaylord. He would tell me before every game, great players make great plays in great games.
Absolutely.
No one cares about how you did beating a team 44-0. It's those tight games where your team really relied on you that the people are going to remember. Here we go. Fourth down. Gaylord's going for it.
Timeout.
Is it Charlevoix or Charlotte? It's a Gaylord timeout. It is a Gaylord timeout. Coach is jacked up. He tells his team stay on the sideline. He just wants to talk to the defense.
So that's a big timeout for Gaylord because they were going to come out and they're going to see what Kingsley was going to have personnel-wise out on defense. Gaylord, however, they're sticking with their tried and true formation of that I formation with Pretzlaff out wide.
And Gaylord can't punt it, am I right, Christian? It's just not even worth it.
No, yeah, that's correct. That is correct because Gaylord attempted 2 punts earlier and both were blocked. And then they went for that third surprise attempt out of shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very good point. So that's got to be a contributing factor as to why they're pressing to go for it here in their own territory from their own 10-yard line.
I think they're going to blitz again. They do. They stack that defensive line. It's stacked. It's 5-on-5. Who wants it? Linebackers walk up. Oh, my gosh. They go to a quick pass to Pretzlaff. Very surprising play call. I did not see that coming. It's a quick slant to Pretzlav, and Kingsley is all over it. Excellent coverage on the backside. Wow, and Kingsley is going to be knocking on the door, starting with the ball in their red zone.
That's a play I would have liked to have seen develop a little more. He did have the protection long enough to maybe take 1-2 steps back and then fire it in.
I would have thought have Ungst roll out. I mean, with the athlete that Ungst is, if he can't pass it, maybe he can run it, but,
Absolutely.
Coach Shmoniak, he's been running the two-a-days all summer, so he knows this team better than anyone.
We go out of the straight T formation, hand off the
middle. I can't tell who's got it anymore. It was up the middle. Big gain. Chains are down.
Well, that's the third quarter has been all Kingsley, right? With their first drive, the penalty that helped them, big fourth down stop in enemy territory, and now you have the ball easily. It was given to you from the 11-yard line.
Straight T. Here we go. They're down. He's got the snap. Goes to the running back. He's short. Nice tackle by Gaylord. I don't think he gained anything. Maybe a yard.
The interesting, though, too, if you're Kingsley, is you can still play for a first down. You only need to gain a couple of yards, I believe.
They need a touchdown.
Oh no, you're right. I couldn't tell up there.
The chain gang is they're on relax mode right now. They're on break.
They are gone. Yeah, you are absolutely
50
right.
seconds left in the third quarter. Can Gaylord get the stop?
Blitz up the middle.
Kingsley
Blitz
hands
on
it
the
off
left
to the
side.
outside. Nowhere to go. At the 5-yard line, Kingsley got those big chunks all the way down the field. Got that first 5-yard chunk on 1st and 10. But now they're locked in at the 5-yard line on 4th down, and I don't think they're going to kick it.
That was a big hit at the tail end of that play by Riley Hush.
Wow. Are they going to run this before the end? I don't know if that play clock is right. Now it's at 17 seconds. I don't know if it's right or not, but are they going to run this play before the end of the third? Let's see. 4th and 5.
Showing blitz again. Calling timeout. No. They ended up getting them jump.
It's not going to be a first down, though.
No, but it's going to give him a couple extra yards. Encroachment on the defense. It's going to get him half the distance.
Oh.
You're looking at 4th and 2 now instead of 4th and 4.
Dang. That is a big difference.
Hey, especially
you
in this
just got to know they're going to do that, though. You just got to know on 4th. Sorry, Christian, go ahead.
With this grindy of an offense, yeah, those 2 yards are important. That's going to be the end of the third.
That is the end of the third. They hold up the 4s. Kingsley holding up the 4s. It is the fourth quarter. It's coming down to it.
I mean, here we go, right? This is big, right?
This is why you play football.
Right.
This is why you play football for the fourth quarter in a one-score game. It is weird it's on a Thursday night, though.
I was just about to ask, do they do football up here on Thursday nights, varsity
No,
games?
normally they're always on Fridays, but they're so low in MHSAA officials that they can't do it all on Fridays.
Oh.
So, like St. Mary's, they have some games that are on Wednesday nights because the same crew has to do like a Wednesday, then a Thursday, then a Friday. Some games are Saturdays too.
Okay.
But no, normally in the past they've all been on Friday nights.
We'd like to point out Charlevoix punting for what I believe is probably the first or second time in their game, as they're up 44-0 now.
Just smoking them. Who are they playing? Oscoda?
Yes, Oscoda. It was academic in the second, it's academic in the third, and it's all but over the fourth.
Thunder! Thunder! I can picture my dad listening to this song getting thunder! Thunder!
I have some stories about this song, but they're not broadcast stories.
Oh, you Central Michigan. You Chippewa, you. Fire up! Fire up! Here we go.
We switch end zones.
Who's going to fire up here? It's going to be a handoff to the back. Oh, he's in.
No.
One team saying he's in. One team saying he's not. He is in.
That is one thing I would like to also point out is that it does appear, though, in high school with because there is no replay, nothing that can be done. A ref calls it. Like it's almost like the first ref that gets to it. Just calls what happens, huh? It happened with the turnover earlier, where one ref signaled turnover. However, the other refs were conversing it.
Well, that's
us.
one of those plays where it's a long play away from all the refs, and then it's a quick fumble. I mean, how can you? It's so hard to even make that call. Here they go, going for 2. They gotta get it. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Unfortunate for Kingsley. They had the play worked out for him earlier in this half.
The same play they ran going the other way, where they had the quick little seam run, quick throw, quick dump, and it's as easy as that. Crushing for Kingsley if you have that, because now you're still looking at a point game, and you're able to stop Gaylord 2 times in a row. Here you go. Now you're looking at fourth quarter, and now they have something to play for. You know, they're not just playing to protect the lead. Now, essentially, if I'm on the Gaylord sidelines or in the Gaylord huddle, I'm looking at this as though it were a tied game.
If Gaylord scores on this possession and they take off like 4 minutes, there's a good chance they could win this game because Kingsley needs a lot of time to score. Now, unless they go into their 4-minute offense and they can score right away, which we haven't seen yet, that could happen. But
I'd like to.
Or do they do an onside kick here? That would be kind of crazy, don't you think, Christian?
It'd be bold.
It is high school football, though. It is on a Thursday night. Things get weird on Thursday nights. Here we go.
Anything can happen. Oscoda
Camera
did score a touchdown against
zooming
Charlotte.
out. Very funky. Giving me a little headache.
Kick is up. Could be fielded at the 25. We have a seam
A lot
on the
of
left
room.
side.
I think that sits. Oh, he's still on his feet. That is sits. Holy smokes. I didn't realize he was that fast. No wonder he's blowing kids up on the offensive line. Oh, my gosh. Get him at the running back. Sits is like 200-plus pounds. He's a big boy.
Kingsley has some work now because
Oh,
Gaylord
my gosh. Took it all the way to the
Took it all the way to
36?
36, yeah. Gaylord, exactly what you want off of a high kick like that. Kingsley attempting to buckle down here as
I don't think they were expecting Sitz to take off so fast. They just got over there too slow.
That's a punch in the mouth.
Let's see what Gaylord's got. Unk's commanding this offense. It goes to Benzinger. He's got some room. He's got a cut back. Man, there was just a big hole in the middle. He could have hung out there for a couple more seconds.
That's the life of the offense of Gaylord. Is it looks as though running that formation is adding some mental fatigue to the Kingsley defense because they are seeing the same thing, the same formation over and over again, but they're running different plays out of it. Right?
Yeah,
that adds to the anguish of the defense where they're trying to lock in thinking it's a run because from that I formation it does look like it's a run. But sometimes they go to those jet sweeps, those quick throws to Pretzlaff.
Pretzlaff is so wide to the outside.
He is. He's so wide he's out of the screen.
I think they're going to go to him. Whether or not it's going to be a run to that side. Benzinger picks up the block. Hush gets a pancake. Oh, my gosh. Oh, one Hush gets a pancake while the other one scores a touchdown. Wow. Where did that come from? I thought he was down. And he scored. Wow, that was so fast.
The reason why they put Pretzlaff so far wide is exactly for that play.
Oh, my gosh.
They running to that side, you want as empty as it can be. And
what a play. That's going to put Gaylord up 7. Extra point here to go up 8.
Byram hasn't missed one of these yet.
Vanderveer, the center hold kicker connection is on point. It still is the kick. It's still good. Byram keeps it perfect. Puts them up by 8. Kingsley coach keeping it positive, clapping up, saying it's all right, boys. We still got this. It's only 8 points. All you got to do is drive down the field with 10. I mean, that's a lot of time. Drive down the field. Gaylord, luckily, they made that extra point. They're still up 2. But Kingsley going all the way down the field and getting that is huge.
All right.
As I think Charlevoix are coming away with a victory there, 44-6. That is a smoke.
We are going to head to a quick commercial break.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be
And we're back as we have the kickoff here.
Byram to kick it deep. It is. Oh, that's going to the back of the end zone. What a boot.
I would like to point out, as we let you in on behind the scenes for a little bit, and this is our first time learning the iPad. I'm trying to get some commercials in here, and this is, I don't think I ended up playing one. This is,
it is really tough. I don't understand.
I'm not having the easiest time working with this.
Yeah.
I was able to. I could do this on the computer. It's working with the iPad is very different.
See,
right?
I've only done it on the computer, and it's a lot easier.
It is a lot easier. We have the iPad here, and the computer just puts everything right in front of you, and it.
Yeah.
It's left to right. It's like reading a book almost.
Yeah.
The iPad is very vertical.
Yeah. No.
So
Charles says it's a lot easier, but maybe it just must be a learning curve. But hey, we're the masters of it right now, right? Quick toss to the outside. Makes a man miss. That was Benzinger coming up to lay the boom from the safety spot. Didn't get anything. Big gain on first down is enough for another first down.
Kingsley is going to be one of the things that, Kingsley is absolutely, they have to score here. Looking at a 2-point, you need to put together one of them drives that's going to be very big. Putting them just back in it, right? Chewing up the clock because you don't want to give Gaylord too much of an offense.
It's a reverse. Ball is on the ground.
Too
Sitz was in there just late.
Too much time back on the clock is what I mean to say.
Right.
You give it back to them with, say 3 minutes left. It's going to be just a struggle for Kingsley if they can't stop the Gaylord offense once they get the ball back.
And 2nd and 15 here. I think that might have been the first reverse they ran tonight.
Yeah, I believe most of the reverses that we have seen have been from Gaylord's side of the ball.
Gaylord, another tackle for loss there. I think that's Pretzlov, and that's Abraham as well. Gaylord has so many guys that play both ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Both Hushes, Pretzlov, Ongst, Benzinger, Vanderveer. Sitz could definitely, I'm sure he's one of the backup running backs. Did I already say Abraham?
You did not.
52, Grush.
That and I want to point out, they're all big bodies out there.
Yes.
Athletic bodies.
Yes, 52,
Looking
that
for
is
a pass.
Grush.
Deep down.
Oh, he's got him wide
middle.
open. Great play. Makes a man miss. Nice block. He's still going. I think he's going to score. I can't tell. Though he's short. He is short.
From my angle, it looked as though he was pushed out at the 20. There's a flag on the field also. And Hush is down on his knees. Flag on the field. I heard a lot of commotion coming back.
Flag right by where the tackle was made.
And
Hush is on his feet. He's a tough kid.
Waiting the call here.
Let's see.
They don't just throw laundry for nothing these
Right
days.
by the tackle.
Face mask?
Face mask.
It's going to be a spot foul. And it's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Oh, boy. Wow, Kingsley, forget what we said that Kingsley can't score right away. Boom, they showed us wrong. Big strike for, 60 yards?
Yes. I want to point out Kingsley has had 2 drives now where penalties have pushed them half the distance to the goal to add that extra oomph to their drive. But we're going to have a false start here on offense.
Sitz is jacked up on the end there. He was ready to rush in.
Hey, there's you have a play like that, the emotions are going to be really wild on your offense. You're ready to get into the end zone now.
Yep. You're right there. But Kingsley was not effective last time in their own red zone. Right? Or did they score on that 4th and 2?
Kingsley did score.
They did score. Sorry,
They did
my
score.
mistake, folks. They did score.
They weren't able to punch in the 2-point conversion, though.
Yeah, but Gaylord really made him work for it. False start might just kill this Kingsley drive here. It is going to be another pass. Sacked. Pretzlaff in there right away. You don't even have enough time. He blitzes off the edge. No one picks it up. He's at the quarterback's blind side. What do you do? You just have to stand there as the coach.
That's the
and just
thing
go, please
that
don't
goes
get hurt.
against this offense, where if you're going to run the ball 95% of the time and you're going to throw it those 4 or 5 times a game, then more often than not you're going to have a lot of blitzes coming in to help stop the run.
Right.
They're going to play man to man, but that's why the passing game works so well down the field, because you're playing man to man.
Yep. Getting a call from Charles Strail during this play to the fullback up the middle. Oh, he's getting a lot. He stopped short, though. Does Charles know I'm calling the game? He must not.
Charles,
do I answer the boss? Do I not? I don't think I can.
I mean, you can answer.
No. We got a broadcast call here. It's a tight game. It's a one-possession game.
I mean, I thought we were doing all right. We just can't get the commercial thing figured out. So, but we're able to fill in.
Oh, we got it. If not, we can just talk about anything else as we've shown at halftime.
Hey, we're looking at a watch party, aren't we, baby?
Here we go. Kingsley with the ball. They go back to this. I think this is the wing T.
This is a wing T formation, yes.
It is a pass. Goes the opposite way. Can't tell what's going on. Play was called dead, incomplete.
I wish I was able to provide some feedback for what happened with that play, but the camera also panned away, and
I can't even tell what down it is. Is it 4th?
It says 4th and 14 on the bottom of the screen. I do know that.
It looks like they can get a first down, but it's right at that goal line.
It's right at the sticks.
So you might as well just go for the score.
But you need the points. However, if you don't get it, it's still going to pin Gaylord back deep. The defense has shown flashes of being able to stop them. However, Gaylord on their last drive, they were able to just march right down. 4th and 14, we're looking from the wing T formation now. Back to pass.
You got to know it's a pass. Oh, the routes are all over the place. There's so many Gaylord defenders. He did make the catch. Is he in the end zone? Oh, my gosh. Oh, they're calling him out of bounds.
Yes.
They are calling him out of bounds. Pretzlaff is celebrating. I think that's what they're calling.
Unable to keep the feet in bounds. He absolutely caught it.
There were like 6 Gaylord defenders in that area. How did he – what a throw and what a catch. Just out of bounds, though. I thought he was in bounds, Christian.
There was a smart play by the Gaylord defense because he caught it, but I believe they pushed him out while he was in the air. That's from what I saw. Good play on both ends of the field.
And I like that they had that route right there. They had that crisscross by the receivers, and it just totally got those Gaylord defenders all locked up.
The crisscross, very good play. As a couch critique, I will say I would like to have them run a little shallower.
Yeah.
But
they almost had it.
Good effort on both sides of the ball.
Ungst under center.
Hand off to the middle.
Hush. Going to gain about 5 or 6 yards right there. And now Gaylord, they are in the driver's seat right now. They're up by 8 points, 6 minutes left. Clock just slowly ticking.
Oh, you're playing to bleed it out now. I mean, you've proven you can run the ball. Now, if you're able to get those chunk plays again, puts you in position to score. If you're Gaylord, yeah, you're absolutely taking everything you can give on offense.
And they need those. They're going to need those chunk plays right here. They only got 3 yards on that one.
Looking at on the bottom of our screen, it says 2nd and 8, but I was thinking it was also 2nd and 7.
That's Peel wide to the side. It's a run.
Right
I can't even tell who that is.
Our camera panned away.
Who is it? Who is it? Camera going crazy right now.
Camera is going crazy for this run.
Wow, what a big gain.
Don Pearson.
Number 1 for Gaylord is Dom Pearson. That cannot be accurate because that's Ongst.
Yeah, it's Ongst.
What's his first name?
It's Caleb Ongst.
Yeah, Caleb Ongst, right.
Caleb Ongst, yeah. PA calling it as Don Pearson.
Don Peterson, huh? Very interesting. Here we go.
You're looking at
big gain. Wow.
45-yard run. This camera is
having a trouble figuring out who to follow.
Yeah. For those at home, I wish we could say we were in control of it. However,
it's secretly Nick Wenzel. We strapped Nick Wenzel to the top of the tower, and now he's recording this game.
I'd like to say going robot also doesn't have its perks sometimes. This is a robot camera.
Don't get a delay a game. Oh, my gosh. Gaylord got, I don't know. Wow. That's George Hush. No, I think that's Riley, actually.
Riley Hush, yes.
Wow.
Riley Hush proved
Huge
that he can
gain.
do more than just block.
Huge
Absolutely
gain up the
getting
middle.
out there.
Damn, what was that, 20 yards, Christian?
Yeah. That's a big 20. They had the ball in the 30. You're looking at a 22-yard gain. Puts them at the 8. Absolutely crushing for Kingsley because they were looking at getting a stop. You can tell they're a little tired too. Hands in the collar. That's what I used to do. I used to put my hands in the collar to avoid.
Well, we got a personal foul against Kingsley. I didn't see what it was, though.
I also did not see. I didn't see the laundry out there either.
That camera, that green is like flat. Is that the camera, or is there some green lights? I mean, am I looking at that right? There's like green flashing on the field.
It's absolutely the camera.
It's like a dance party.
Bless them. Bless their hearts. In the robot camera. It's trying, right? It
is it's making that field light up. Here we go. I formation. Gaylord looking to score. It's Hush. It's Benzinger. It's Vanderveer on the wing. Ongst under center. He's got it. It goes to Hush. That's just a quick 6. Doesn't really get much faster than that. Hush shakes one, and he's in the end zone. 14-point lead.
Oh, those big runs, that killed Kingsley's defense because they were looking like they were going to have some momentum on their side, able to punch it in, and you look at it, and there's nothing you can do on defense right now. Gaylord is having their way with them.
I think they're going for 2 as well.
It's got to be. They go for 2. That might put them in 3 possessions. I'm not good with math here.
If they go up 2, it'll be a 16-point game.
Is that what it is? Yes.
Yeah. Right now they're only up 14. Oh no, Byram is back. They are going to kick it. Looking to go up 15 here. Can Byram keep it hot?
I was a broadcasting major, not a math major.
Hey, you can't be good at everything. Here we go. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick. Little wobbly. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't matter. It wobbles in.
Mm-hmm. That is. That's big because, you look at it and Gaylord's able to effectively do kickoffs. They're able to effectively use extra points, and albeit as a reminder, Gaylord hasn't been able to punt. So they've been doing this without having to punt. They haven't punted in almost 3 quarters at this point.
Well, luckily you never want to punt, and they haven't needed to. I mean, they've 42 points, so that's how many they've scored 21 in the first half.
You're looking at 21 first half, 21 second half. Kingsley has 13, 14 points off
Kingsley
of turnover.
doubled their score just like Gaylord did. I mean, just Gaylord was already up by 1.
Gaylord, they're just executing on offense a little better. Kingsley had those turnovers that really cost them. I would be, if Kingsley is able to pull this back, props to them because they were able to survive the turnover machine that they were for a couple of drives there.
And of course, the strategy for Kingsley: score right away, get the ball on an outside kick, score right away.
Last week when we were up in Pickford, we saw 2 successful onside kicks back to back. It's not out the realm of possibilities.
If you can do them just right.
It's an oblong ball for a reason. So here we go. Byron back for the kick. Gonna boot this down. He has been all game.
Oh, wow. Surprisingly goes to the 15. Kingsley going to get a return. Can this camera keep up? Bust it outside. He's finally going to be brought down, though, right there. Looks like the 42-yard line. 4 minutes left. This game is not over in any way.
No, it's not. If you're Kingsley, you absolutely have to score fast. However, from what I've seen, their offense hasn't quite built to score. The one drive they did prove me wrong. You're got to score fast. Pull out something out from the back of the playbook. Those trick plays that you've been running.
Yeah, and this is where it's your quarterback's time to shine. They still go from the straight tee. Not even a spread formation.
These teams that play out of the tee, they will live and die by it.
It's going to be a handoff up the middle for a gain of a few.
Mm-hmm. Let's say 4 at most.
Do they go to the hurry up? They're not. They're not.
At some point, you are going to have to hurry up. There is no clock stoppage until you get that first down, right? In high school?
Correct. Yep, just like college.
You can't sit there and dwell on your plays. You got to get going. Blitz right up the middle, but we're seeing a pass.
Got to go deep.
First down. Going to give you a good clock stoppage.
Cross the 50. Moving those chains.
It's that same flood play that we've been seeing, play action into a flood. You got 3 different levels with the wide, one of the tight ends going over the top, another one crossing middle, and the other one going shallow.
This one is another
wow,
run
it's play.
Confusing. It still looks like a pass, though.
It really does because they commit to it so well. It was another run for a gain of 3. Yeah, what you're essentially wanting is you want the 3 levels of the defense being spread out.
Yeah.
And when you're in man-to-man like that, it's easy to get caught up and let someone go deep.
Oh, Gaylord's going to have too many men on the field. I think they're going to get a break. Gaylord had too many men. Unless they didn't call it.
I didn't end up seeing it.
They had one more guy running off the field.
No.
I don't think they called it.
They didn't.
They got away with one.
And the pros are calling that one. They look for that like it's.
Oh yeah.
Like it's nobody's business.
Oh yeah.
The Charlotte Boy game did end as well at 44-6.
3rd and 7. It's going to be a toss.
Right at the middle. We're gonna
right into the arms of Hush. 4th down.
I'm thinking it's be 4th and 2. 4th and 3 at most.
Now you have to get this 4th down. You could run this. You could definitely run this to get it. Stop that clock. It doesn't matter. Clock is stopping no matter what after this play.
As we head to 2 minutes here. Up the left side, easy
It
first
is
down.
going to go to the running back for a first down. Clock is going to stop under 2 minutes.
I'm going to be expecting some kind of play action.
When are they going to decide to go deep?
Right
Who
up the
has
middle.
it? Oh,
number-
running back up the middle. He's going to
We're
score.
gonna have he eked out of the pile. And
Everyone
he's gonna
gets tricked.
run for the
I didn't even know
6.
who had it. Did you, Christian?
I saw, but I didn't see a number. I saw him last second when he was as he was making his way over. Hey, prove me wrong. Absolutely, go in, and they're sticking to their guns of running that ball, executing perfectly. Run right up the middle, eke out of the pile, and the next thing you know, you're walking in for 6.
I was thinking, I can't believe they're not passing it, but wow.
That's why they don't pass it right there, right?
And they get that they need this too right here.
If they don't get this too, essentially this is going to be the ball game.
They need it.
Because then you're still looking at a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
And they're going to get stuffed.
Wow, they are going to be stuffed.
Stuffed at the 2-yard line. We saw a fake handoff, another fake handoff, and then it was the third running back that was able to get the handoff. And
They ran that same play earlier in the game, and same thing. You didn't realize who had the ball until it was in the end zone.
yeah, they that's the thing with that with the straight T offense is because it's a formation that's been refined for the last 100 years, and typically for these high schools that they don't maybe have they don't put a lot of trust in the passing game, whatever it is, whatever reasoning they have, they stick to it, and because it's a dinosaur of a formation,
Right.
Well,
we played Petoskey in high school, and they would run a wing T where we could be like down, set, and when you'd say het, the wing would go in motion. You say hut, and then almost every time they'd toss it to him, and that will wear you down. Especially because I was a corner, so on that game I was making a lot more tackles that game, and I mean there'd be a lot of times where I remember I got called for a chop block on defense, which I didn't even know you could get, but it's because I had 3 Petoskey pulls, like 3 guys on some of their plays. I had 3 linemen running at me, and I just dove at their legs and took them all out.
I was gonna say that. I think that's exactly when they call a chop block.
And I didn't know.
If you dive at linemen's legs.
Yeah, I was on defense. I didn't know. All right, here we go though.
Also, those linemen barreling down on you. They don't say that's a scary thing for no reason.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right. All right, here we go. Comes down to this. Kingsley needs this ball. Hands team on for Gaylord.
And
Oh my gosh, and Kingsley is going to get it.
They're going to get
Wow.
the onside.
Keeping this game interesting.
You need a quick score. I mean, I mentioned last week in the Pickford Gaylord game, Gaylord St. Mary's?
Yes.
Pickford Gaylord St. Mary's.
Yep.
There was 2 successful onside kicks back to back. And there you go. There's one.
And, I mean, you want to talk about momentum. You just got an onside kick.
Onside kick. You failed the 2-point conversion. Another quick score here like they just had, and you're back in business.
Yep. Let's see.
Looking at a pass.
It's going to be a quick
across.
screen. That is money.
Open field ahead of them.
That
If
quick
you gotta
screen
stop the
is
clock,
money.
though, there it is. If you're not going to score, you do have to get out of bounds at that point, because that's going to virtually stop the clock completely, because I believe after you get a first down, if it is exactly like college, the clock is stopped until you are out of the huddle, then it starts moving again.
Until you're out of the huddle. On a
Yes.
first down?
I believe that's how it was in college. I don't know if that's still.
I believe it's when they spot it in high school. This is definitely a pass. Camera going crazy. Incomplete pass. Pretzlav able to break it up.
The other thing you have to worry about, too, is if you are committing to the pass, the quarterback is rolling out, so he also has the option to run and scamper for a few yards.
Yeah. We haven't seen him really do much running at all this game, I don't think.
We haven't seen him do
Very
much passing
rare
either.
to see at the high school level. Yeah. No. Not that his position takes a ton of skill, especially with this offense. That who's it handing off to? Which way am I turning? This, that. It's a lot. 1:20.
Back into the run up the middle.
Nowhere to go. Quick timeout here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you got to take it. You have to.
Yep.
You have to run with it.
And man, if only Kingsley had a kicker.
If Kingsley had a kicker, then yes, they would have still been in it, right? They would have got points and still made it a 8-point game off of the last.
And both teams can point to, what put them in this position. Gaylord, if they wouldn't have given Kingsley those 7 points to start the game, or those 8 points, or was it 7?
It was
7. To give them those 7 points right off the bat. And then Kingsley, in those 4 minutes right there, they turned it over and gave Gaylord 2 touchdowns, and that gave them 2 scores right there.
Both teams have points of emphasis. There are still things that you build upon. Absolutely still a game going on, even though it is 2 possessions. We saw 1 onside kick already be recovered, but we're looking at possibly what could come down to another onside kick if the offense is moving the same way that it has been moving this drive and the last drive. They've been executing well. Their passing has been moving well.
Yep.
The run game specifically off of a run that I was not anticipating, and I don't think the defense was either. In a spot where they had to score, they had to move down the field quickly. They elected to run, and it ended up getting them a touchdown.
Let's see what they go to here. Rolls out so far.
Caught for a first down. Going to be down at about the 6-yard line.
Big hit. Here comes the play call.
But importantly, it stops the clock.
First and goal, Stags.
See, there it is. The clock is moving, even though they got the first down.
It's going to be another pass. He rolls out. Man, good coverage there by Gaylord.
Yeah, the rule is that you get the first down, it stops the clock until you break huddle.
Okay.
Once the huddle is broken, then the clock begins to move again.
Okay.
That's exactly like what it is in college. I've played a lot of NCAA football.
Do they even? Yeah, but the last time you played NCAA was they didn't even make it anymore, right?
No, they don't make it, but I'll still play.
What was the last one they made?
It was 2014.
Is that the one that Denard Robinson's on? Oh my gosh!
On the cover, yes.
Dude, he was fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
That shoelace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he didn't have his shoelaces tied.
He didn't tie his shoelaces. Yep.
I was at a Michigan State game. It was one of the games where Denard Robinson was running for his life backwards, and as someone who is a Michigan State fan, it was a sight to see.
Yeah, I remember the year that Michigan State. I'm a State fan too. When State played Michigan, and who was that quarterback, number 98 for Michigan, and they sacked him it was a rainy game. I think it was in 2015 or maybe. Oh. It was the year after Denard Robinson.
Oh,
whoever that other quarterback was.
Back in the wing T formation?
Yep.
Straight T formation.
Here we go. Let's see Kingsley needing to score.
And they're absolutely going to score.
They are. I can't tell who had the ball, but it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
There's a minute left on the clock. Here we go, folks.
All 3 of the running backs that I saw have the ball faked to him ended up reaching the end zone.
Wow.
There was
39-42. It's a 3-point game.
If you're Kingsley, you're absolutely happy with that because you scored in 43 seconds. They ended up getting the ball with a minute 43, and they were putting points on.
I'm hearing clock starts back up as soon as chains are set on first down. If ball was in bounds. That's what I'm hearing from touchdown Tommy. Oh, and they slip. They're not going to get it. It doesn't really matter, though.
No, they still need another score anyway.
Need this onside. Can they go back-to-back? Christian has seen it already this season. Can they go back-to-back?
And the season is still young. and I've already seen a double back-to-back
Yeah.
on the onside kicks. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. If we go 2 for 2, I tell you what, some of us are going to the casino.
You're going to the casino? You going with Charles? Charles is going to spend all his next level broadcasting,
He's gonna
next level sandbag money at the casino.
Oh,
Charles would be the guy, though, to go to the casino and win big. Like, that's just
who he is.
That's just kind of, I get that vibe. Like, he would go to the casino and he would, go to a slot machine and be like, oh, I actually only meant to bet 10 cents, not $100.
Yeah.
And he would win. That's kind of what I see Charles doing. All right, let's get back to it.
I'm the guy that would accidentally spend $100, but it would be on purpose and still lose.
Yeah, the opposite of Charles.
Yeah.
Here we go. Gaylord up by 3. Can Kingsley get another onside kick here?
You're seeing them load up the front end with eight men up there within the first 10 yards.
You got to think they're going to the same spot.
As they pooch kick it.
Yes, they do. Gaylord's got it.
Are you a fan of when if teams go to do the onside if they pooch kick it up into the air like that? Because I'm more of a man of chaos and just top kick the ball and let that thing roll.
Yeah, I always thought, just get it where it's just tipping on the top.
Yeah,
and it might hit that bounce and jump up.
Exactly.
And it always seems like in the NFL they just send their biggest, strongest guy to just go right at the ball. He's not even going for it. He's just trying to take guys out there trying to get it. Gaylord in victory formation.
Man running off the field.
Don't get a delay of game, Gaylord. Thank goodness they did not get a delay of game. And I don't think we're not gonna get a timeout from the Kingsley side. That's gonna be it. Wow.
I'm sure we have to thank some sponsors on the way out of here, huh?
I think so. I think we probably should.
I
do appreciate the sponsors.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I wasn't vested with the.
No, it's all right.
With the pressure of getting all the sponsors sent to me.
It's locked in. I think we only have to do each one of them once, from what Charles was saying. So here we go. Second knee, and I think this will seal it for Gaylord. Does this mean I'm responsible for ending the stream too?
Yes, it does.
We could just stream all night.
We could, yeah. We could sit here and have a talk. We can go down.
We could go walk the streets of Charlevoix.
Oh yeah, that's what you meant.
All right, with that final knee, that is going to do it.
Final score.
A great game.
42-39.
Both teams were in control of the game at different points.
They really were. The score being 42-39, at some points it did look like Gaylord was going to walk away from it or walk away handily. Kingsley, hey, give him some credit at the end. They showed grit. They absolutely didn't go away. They're coming back and wanted to make a game out of it. And until the onside kick, they absolutely were right in that.
They were in it up until a minute left in the game, no doubt. I mean, right at the end when they were down by 2 scores, they needed to score, they did. They needed to get the onside kick, they did. They needed to score again, they did. So there's a lot of positive for both teams. Gaylord, I mean, they did a lot of good things as well. Their athletes made great plays. Their offense drove. They had big plays by Ungst and Pretzlav that kept them in the game. So there's bright sides for both teams here.
Absolutely. If you're Kingsley, if you can find a way to clean up the turnovers, hey, you clean up the turnovers and you had one turnover that got called against your way, you're back in it. If not, you're winning this game.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I don't know if I got anything else, Christian. You got anything else?
No, I just want to thank everyone at home that spent the time with us and absolutely spent time with us through technical difficulties, which we had plenty of.
Thank you for bonding with us at halftime, everyone.
Of course, yeah.
I'm being asked who is the guy you're with. Who can you say who you are again for the people that don't know?
Absolutely. I'm Christian Swinsicki. I'm a recent graduate of Central Michigan University.
That's right.
And this is only my second week broadcasting. I actually didn't do this when I was at CMU. I practiced a lot in news. So but
nothing live then, really?
Well, I was a sports anchor.
Oh, okay.
For CVL and News Central.
That is cool.
So I had some on-air practice.
Well, I hope I can do another game with you, Christian. I mean, I really like doing it. So I feel like we were literally just here talking at this mystery spot in Charlevoix. I got a text from my girlfriend at halftime. She's like, "It sounds like I'm listening to a podcast right now."
I believe it. I mean, I was told we're doing a watch party, and I was bringing a little bit more of a laid back, kind of vibe.
Yep.
And it definitely was. I appreciate being here.
Yeah,
and spending time
I'm
with
still in my work clothes, as you can see.
I can see
straight
it.
from the drywall,
Oh,
just
yeah.
right to here. Yeah.
The folks at home, they don't see what I see, and
Right.
it's absolutely what you would expect.
It's hard
coming from the site.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
that's
rolled
right.
off. I look as though I rolled off of a college campus.
Yeah,
a few minutes ago.
You just got out of gym class, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, folks. So that's gonna do it from Jack and Christian. Thanks for listening to Next Level Broadcasting. Catch us next week, covering the Gaylord game. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Tom, Pratt, Alicia, for listening. Thank you very much. You guys all rock.
Have a good night.
Once again, this is Next Level Broadcasting. See ya.